Today we are joined by Tarek Skubal as we talk about Game 1 of the Wild Card Series after a terrific start yesterday. And Tarek, it just seems like so important to get into a playoff game when you've never experienced this before well. And you had a 1-2-3, 5-pitch first inning. Then you get 3 runs of support. Let's just start right there, how that helped you and how you felt on the mound in your first playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, I was obviously excited. I mean, nerves are going right, especially this environment. But, when the offense comes up and puts a 3 spot on a really good pitcher that has a lot of postseason success, it gives me a lot more room for, to where I can just really go at guys. And it's going to take a lot to beat me that day. So me knowing that and just being aggressive, continue to be aggressive in the zone. And, when traffic happens, then you can kind of pitch around some things. But it was fun. It was a ton of fun. Offense was great, and 3 runs is all we needed, and we won.
The thing that's been impressive all year long, the adjustments you have to make in game. You've got a game plan going in, then you have to adjust to what that team is trying to do. Did you have to make major adjustments from your game plan in game yesterday, and what were those?
Yeah, I mean, I just looking at the scouting report stuff of what their guys do and what they're trying. There's no secret that they're swinging. They swing a ton, and they put the ball in play, and they're really good at it. And that's what makes them a dangerous postseason team, because there's not a bunch of swing and miss. It's really hard to get. So, I think when that stuff's happening, you just got to stick to my approach. My approach is simple: get strike 1, and then get into leverage, get to 2 strikes, and then put guys away. I don't think any hitter, no matter how good you are, wants to hit an 0-2 count. So, that's always my approach: strike 1, strike 2, and get them out in 3 or 4 pitches.
You've talked about the value of having Jake Rogers back there behind the plate, and he's caught every one of your starts this year. Yesterday it was largely, as many starts have been, 4-seam, 2-seam, change-up. But the way that, you can say, well, that's just a simple approach that doesn't give the other team much to think about. But the way you use those pitches, the way he sequences those pitches, could you just talk about the job he does to set guys up for you to have success?
Yeah, he takes a lot of pressure off my plate. Whatever he calls, I'm pretty much throwing, and he's so good at reading swings and reading body language to where when I'm getting the pitch, I'm just worried about executing the pitch of what he calls, and that's really it. So tip your hat to that guy behind the plate. He does his research, does his homework, and then obviously when you get out in the game, he's got great feel for what's going on.
All right, some more key moments. Caratini hits a rocket. Somebody said it was 117 off the bat. Knocks your glove off. Looked like it hit you on the outside of the glove in the second inning. Describe that moment, because it looked like you were concerned at the immediate impact. You obviously were okay, but that was a little scary moment.
Yeah, I had just got hit there, 2 weeks ago in that same spot. So that's what I was wondering, is did it hit me in the same spot? Because I didn't really know where it got me, because you kind of adrenaline and all that stuff.
Pretty impressive, by the way, that you picked the ball up and throw the guy out.
Yeah, I've had practice, unfortunately. But yeah, I just wanted to see if it hurt, if it didn't hurt. It was a little numb and kind of felt like it was on fire for a little bit. But other than that, I was fine.
And then in the 6th inning, you called Jake out, and we find out later that it's cramping. But that was just, as you said after, that's just a reflection of the effort that you're putting into the start.
Yeah, I think, I do everything I can to prepare and go out there and be in the best position I can to have success. And when you're facing a lineup like that, you got to empty the tank from pitch 1. So I think that it's probably a product of both those things, of why the cramping started happening. But trust me, I'm doing everything I can to where that stuff doesn't happen. But it just so happens it comes and goes. Second time this year, happened once last year, but I promise I'm doing what I can to not have that happen.
AJ said after the game, this was eerily similar to what we've been watching for the last 2 months in terms of how you guys played the game. There was the storyline going in, of course, all the playoff experience on the other side, almost none other than Matt Vierling on the Tigers side. Can you just describe how AJ and this staff have kind of set you guys up for success these last couple of months, so that when you get to the postseason with the way you're playing, it doesn't, I'm sure it feels different, but it's not different.
Yeah, it's different, right? It's a best of 3 and you go home if you lose. We were all season we've been trying to win every series we play, but all season you don't go home after you lose a series, so there is a difference there, right? And I want to make sure that's acknowledged, but I do think that, we've been doing this for a month and a half now, and or 2 months, whatever August 11th or whatever, that was kind of the big change in the playoff odds. So we've been doing it
like below 1%.
Yeah. And so we've been doing it for a month and a half, where every game has been very important, and we needed to win every game, and we've handled business, for the most part. And a couple series maybe got away from us, but then we responded the next series. So we've been doing it for a month and a half, and I think that's a credit to our guys. And as far as playoff experience, obviously they got all the experience in the world, but I think I can counter and say we're a young team, we're naive, so it's like we're just going to go play ball, play ball freely and just see what happens. So I think we can use that part to our advantage.
In the very best way possible, on the hitter side, on the pitcher side, you guys are just playing for each other. Those at-bats against Valdez yesterday with 2 outs, all sticking with the approach of the singles to center field. Every reliever who comes in, it looks like, wants to put up a 0 for that guy who's coming in behind him. This has been a very fun brand of baseball to watch, and it's been this way for a while, as you said, but the complete team aspect of it is really incredible.
Yeah, I think it's a credit to, obviously AJ and the staff for preparing all our guys and doing the homework and making it simple for us to come in here and play. But it's also a credit to the players, the guys that we have in this clubhouse. I think that, the moment is not going to get too big for them. That we just need to continue to play baseball the way we know how, and that's just, what you see on the field. So, even in that 9th inning, when things start to hit the fan a little bit, like, the pressure is then all of a sudden on us because they have the bases loaded, and like our pitcher continues to make, like Bo, in this situation, he knows he has first base open. Like, I just loved that's something that I think an experienced roster would do, and we did that in our first game in the playoffs. So I think that was also a ton of fun to watch, and Vesti coming in and doing what he's doing.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was electric. So it was a great team win.
As AJ said, after you start game 1, let's unleash the chaos, the pitching chaos for game 2.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch what he's got up his sleeve and what matchups he wants. And I know all the guys in the bullpen are eager to get into it and get involved in helping this team get to the next round.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Tigers starting pitcher Tarek Skubal. Stay with us. We got more after this on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like hearing your small business featured in a radio ad for free, or getting free sports tickets to entertain a client. Comerica Bank brings big perks like these and more to every small business customer. To learn how opportunity happens here, visit comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
For 175 years, Comerica has thrived through every rise and fall. We've lived through triumphs and turmoil, witnessed every advance, and survived every setback. Through surety and uncertainty, we've stood the test of time by standing by our beliefs, our values, and our customers. Comerica Bank, 175 years strong. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Jack Dimmer Lincoln on Michigan Avenue has some exciting news. The new 2025 Lincoln Aviator has been thoughtfully redesigned inside and out. Come in and check it out. You can also order the all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator later this month. It, too, has been redesigned inside and out and includes a new 48-inch panoramic display. Don't forget, we offer a mobile service van, which means we come to you. Visit Jack Dimmer Lincoln on Michigan Avenue in the heart of Dearborn, or visit online at dimmerlincoln.net.
Around the League is brought to you by Bigby Coffee, the official coffee of the Detroit Tigers. The wild card round is underway in Major League Baseball with all 4 matchups beginning yesterday. The other American League matchup between Kansas City and Baltimore was also a really tight game. Royals starting pitcher Cole Reagans made his postseason debut, tossing 6 scoreless innings. The only run of the game was scored in the 6th inning on this play.
Baseball's best hitter by batting average, Bobby Wood Jr. stepping in.
Swinging a ground ball, base hit left field. Bobby Witt Jr. drives in Michael Garcia. And how many times did we say that in the first half?
By the way, super classic Royals, the way that they just scored that run. They get a walk, stolen base, ground ball to the right side of the field to move the runner over to third, and then a simple base hit to get the runner in.
Bobby Witt Jr.'s RBI leads the Kansas City Royals to a 1-0 win over Baltimore. Game 2 will be played today at 4:30. Around the League is brought to you by Bigby Coffee, the official coffee of the Detroit Tigers.
It's time to think Ford first. Right now, check out the 2024 Ford Escape at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. The Escape comes with Bliss, blind spot information system, with cross-traffic alert and plenty of cargo space to fit your lifestyle needs. Right now, Easy Plan trade-in lessees can lease a 2024 Ford Escape SUV active all-wheel drive for $279 a month for 24 months, with $1,789 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $4,000 trade assist. Offer only valid on package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by October 31st. See dealer for qualifications and details. So lease a Ford Escape SUV active all-wheel drive for $279 a month only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
Rocket met with first-time home buyers to get real about buying a home.
When you don't understand the process, you don't know what steps to take.
Money is just scary to begin with. There's so many question marks.
I wish there was like a home ownership coach out there.
My name's Austin. I'm an executive at Rocket. We're doing a lot, but we can do more just listening to you today.
Get real solutions to real concerns. Call 800-4ROCKET.
Rocket Mortgage LLC, NMLS number 3030, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, equal last name lender, licensed in all 50 states.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Meijer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. We're looking forward to more home runs, RBIs, shutouts, and new major league records. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit, where the Tigers' roar never stops, and the seventh inning stretch means we're getting ready to pounce. Save and win with Meijer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers.
Now back to the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth. From the field, brought to you by Meijer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers radio network.
Daniela Bruce joined today by Tigers catcher Jake Rogers. The Tigers take a 1-0 lead over the Astros, Jake, in a big game yesterday. Describe the atmosphere for me, especially in those later innings.
Man, it's fun. It's always fun coming to play here. They're always loud, even in the regular season. And yesterday was something special, being a postseason atmosphere, especially in the ninth there when they had a chance to, tie it or go ahead or whatever it was. They were loud. It was hard to hear the pitch come in my ear, so I know it was hard to hear for the pitcher to hear, but that's what you want. That's what you want for a postseason atmosphere, and they brought it.
Tarek Skubal was just doing Tarek Skubal things, going 6 scoreless innings. What did you see from him yesterday that you really liked? I know you had to go out to the mound a couple of times when he got hit in the hand and then he was cramping a little bit, but what did you see from him that made it electric as usual?
No, I think he just stuck to the plan. He's obviously got great pitches. We kind of went off the plan a couple of times, with a slider in to Pena there. And got a strikeout with that. But no, I think he just kind of battled. He's done what he's done all year and just attacked the zone and trusted his stuff. And, it panned out well. We got through 6 and, obviously he had a couple hiccups there with, maybe if he didn't throw it too much in the zone, he wouldn't get hit so much. But no, it's been good. Like you said, Skubal.
He told us that he only shook you one time, and that was when the ball came right back up the middle and almost killed him, to quote him. So he stopped shaking you the rest of the game.
That's funny. No, he joked around about it and said, I shake and it's 117 off the bat. And I said, well, just don't do it. And it makes your life easier anyway. No, but you want him to have his own game. That's what I told him. I tell him all the time. I said, look, at the end of the day, it's your decision. It's your stuff. I trust it more than probably you do. So just throw whatever you want. And if in that moment you feel like it's a shake.
How about Will Vest? You and him both had pretty good games yesterday. Is this a Texas boy thing? You come back to Texas and you play well?
Maybe so. Maybe so. I always play well when I come back and see family and stuff like that. But yeah, Will's been electric for us, man. I mean, literally all year. That was an electric outing. His last couple outings has been absolutely electric, and we love having him out there because he helps us a lot, and I'm glad he's out there.
Bo Brisky did a great job too. Feel like I have to mention him, mentioning the other two pitchers, and he comes in a situation that's not ideal. When he just did that, a week ago in Baltimore, coming in with the bases loaded, he does it again today. What about his stuff makes him good in those situations?
That's the game's on the line. It's a lot. I mean, it's a very, very important 3 outs, and he's kind of done it the last couple of weeks. We talked about it as very similar to Baltimore, just like he said. But yeah, that's the most important pitches probably of his life up to this point, and in my life, and probably everybody's on this team. So, he came in and did his job, and he's got great stuff. We got a lot of guys that kind of throw 98, 99, and he's one of them. And when he trusts his stuff in the zone, he gets outs, and getting that big out with Jason Hayward there to end it was huge.
I don't know if you heard AJ's quote from earlier in the week, your workout day here in Houston, when he said we've got Tarek Skubal going in game 1, and then it's going to be pitching chaos, which it really has been over the last month or so, maybe even longer than that. We always talk about the pitchers. What about the catcher? How would you describe your position when you're working through some of that chaos?
Oh, man. It is chaos. It is chaos because you don't really ever know what he's going to do. And the pitchers don't either, and I don't really either. And you have an idea, but other than that, you never know who's going to come in next because all of our guys have been thrown in to opening roles, to, closing roles. I mean, any one of those guys have been put into leverage. Which makes it easier for him to kind of go, okay, I got lefties I can put in leverage, I got righties I can put into leverage. So, yeah, we'll see what he does. For catching-wise, man, I try to stick to the game plan, and when each guy comes in, I stick to their strengths and attack these guys, and good things have happened all year, and we'll keep it going.
Last one for you, Jake. You guys were able to get to Framber Valdez early and chase him after just 4 1/3 innings, which is rare for him. He usually goes somewhere between 7 and 9 innings. How are you going to do that to Hunter Brown today?
Just be aggressive like we are. Trust our plan, trust our game plan. For me, it's going to be fastballs, cutters, slider things, and probably a couple curveballs. So, it's just going to be aggressive and try to get him in the zone. And when he comes in the zone, hit it hard. That's been our vibe all year. We got a lot of guys that have had some great at-bats and great plans, and stick to the plan and get them out of there as quick as possible, get to their bullpen.
We appreciate your time today, Jake. Thank you, and good luck.
Thanks.
Detroit Tigers Baseball, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, committed to providing members access to care they need whenever and wherever they need it. Now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey Sports Station.
Birmingham Plumbing, Heating and Cooling is ready to tackle your plumbing and HVAC needs. Don't let your home team run cold this winter. Birmingham Plumbing, Heating and Cooling has you covered. Get winning solutions for your heat and furnace issues from a trusted choice in residential services. Meet the team to beat at BirminghamPlumbingCO.com. That's BirminghamPlumbingCO.com. Birmingham Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, your Detroit boiler experts.
The red, white, and blue trucks are on the way. Birmingham Plumbing will save the day.
I'm Dan Campbell, head coach of the Detroit Lions. What if I told you there's a legal team whose winning record goes back over 50 years? What if this team had a roster of some of the best and brightest in their field? And what if I said that every time this team wins, you win too? I'm talking about Michigan's first family of law, Sam Bernstein Law. If you've been injured in an accident, calling Sam will be the best call you ever make. Get a winning team to fight for you. Get the Bernstein advantage. Call Sam.
Injured? 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Swings is a drive to left. That one is long.
124 years of baseball tradition continues.
And it's gone, a home run!
Brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, General RV, Corewell Health, the D Las Vegas, Meyer, Comerica, Priority, UWM, and Little Caesars Pizza. Brought to you locally by Jack Demmer Ford, Northville Lumber, Jack Demmer Lincoln, McLaren Health, Metro Detroit Buick GMC dealers, and the Metro Detroit Chevrolet dealers.
time to play ball with the call of the game from the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth. Here are the voices of Tigers baseball, Dan Dickerson and Bobby Scales.
Sunny skies, warm and humid outside. We're very comfortable inside. Minute Maid Park in Houston. Hello again, everyone. We're getting ready for Game 2 of a 3-game series. It could be a deciding Game 2 after the Tigers hang on for a heart-stopping 3-1 win yesterday, Bobby. It had our hearts pumping. Tigers fans everywhere, but they played the game the way they have for the last 2 months, and nothing changed in that regard.
And Dan, I think that's the key to the entire game is the fact, yes, this is a pressure environment. Yes, it's a playoff game. Yes, it's, the stakes are higher. They stayed exactly true to who they are, both on the mound with Tarek Skubal, obviously what he did, but in the batter's box. Good at bats, take advantage of what they give you, run the bases well, and see what happens after that.
Tigers today will face a Detroit native. Incredible. He grew up wanting to be.
You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you are not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you are not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you are not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you are not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded.
To that lineup with Jason Hayward being out there in left field, there's a lot of balls like Parker Meadows just hit. They're going to go to left field because of the nature of Brown's stuff.
Strike one is outside. Fastball 99 from Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown, through 6 starts this year, had a 9.78 ERA, and he had earned it. 37 hits and 25 runs and 23 innings of work. The 1-1, swinging a high popper to center field. It's a fly ball that will carry a ways, but McCormick settles under it and makes the catch. Barely had to move. Towering fly ball is out number 2 here in the first. So the terrible start for Hunter Brown, then 23 games after he made a 5-inning relief appearance in Detroit in an 8-2 loss. Javier got beat up in that start and was out in the second inning. His final 23 starts, a 2.48 ERA in 138 innings of work. And most impressively, Bobby, opponents at 2.15 with no power. Matt Vierling at the plate. First pitch, fastball, misses in, ball 1.
That's a perfect example of how he got to that last 23 starts there, Dan. He just threw that sinker into Matt Vierling. He had been abandoning, basically been throwing everything away from right-handed hitters, and they beat him up a little bit. When he started going in, everything changed.
The 1-0 to Vierling. Fastball pours in, another sinker at 97. Man, he's hot out of the gate. 97, 98. Average fastball this year, right around 96. I think he's got a little extra in it today. Astros in their home white uniform pants with the orange jerseys today. Block lettering Astros across the front and blue outlined in white. Another fastball, nothing fancy here. 99 at the belt for a called strike 2.
Yeah, he's got a high arm angle too. And he gets some good downward plane on that fastball, especially when he throws that 2-seamer. It makes it look like it's sinking harder than it is.
Drops the hands into his motion. The 1-2, low and outside. That's a cutter, and it's a hard cutter, just a few miles an hour off the fastball, 92, 93. Altuve is second, shades up the middle. The outfield shifts to the right on Vierling. You'll see them do this a lot. They didn't move a whole lot yesterday, but I feel like already they're aggressively moving. With the left field corner so shallow, you'll see that left fielder often give up the left field corner with a righty at the plate, trying to cover the left center field gap. So they shade way over that way. Vierling now waiting on a 2-2. Brown delivers. Got him. Fastball, a lot of the strike zone. I don't think Matt Vierling thought so, but it was squarely in the strike zone at 98. A powerful first inning for the Detroit native Hunter Brown. We go to the bottom of the first inning, game 2 of the wild card. Scoreless. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
There are trucks. Then there's the truck, GMC Sierra, with the available world's first 6.
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Boom! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us. So what wins in tournament baseball?
Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches, because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game.
Via this Tigers bullpen for the last 2 years. 28-year-old native of Tallahassee, Florida, making his 10th start of the year as an opener. Tyler Holton, Jose Altuve, first pitch, starts him off with a beauty of a changeup. Pitch that he doesn't use a lot, and he fooled Altuve, strike one.
Tyler Holton out there with the different array of pitches: cutter, sinker, changeup, four-seamer, sweeper, and the curveball.
The strike one, Altuve shows bunt, pulls the bat back. It's a changeup in the dirt. Back-to-back changeups to start. How about that for Tyler Holton?
Well, you know Jose Altuve is not afraid to ambush a heater and try to get it in those Crawford boxes. He's not going to get one early. You better be very creative with how you mix with him.
The 1-1. Backs him off the plate with a cutter in. That is really his pitch, but Bobby, it's 5 different pitches that he throws at least 15% of the time. I mean, in other words, he really spreads out the use of his 5 major pitches. The 2-1, swing and a tap foul, way out ahead of another changeup. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The cutter, both types of fastballs and the slider have all been really plus pitches for him.
And the thing as a hitter, you're trying to eliminate any pitches you can, and he doesn't let you do that. You have to respect all of them.
The 2-2. Down and away. Cutter misses, but again, it's so important where the misses are. Last night, Bo Brisky's misses were below the strike zone, over the plate. That's where Tyler Holton is so good. Walk rate, a tiny little walk rate of 1.5 per 9 for Tyler Holton. Pretty good chance he's going to throw a pitch that will induce a swing from Altuve. He sets, holds the glove away from the letters. The 3-2 ground ball deep third, backhanded by McKinstry. Long throw to first, and he got him. How about it? Zach McKinstry had no time to plant and throw. He fielded it in foul territory and got enough on it to get Altuve by inches.
Yeah, Altuve out in front of a little changeup right there. Hits it down the third base line. McKinstry was there. Like you said, Dan, no chance of planting and throwing. He just got rid of it. Used the ground one-hop strike to torque. Good stretch on the other end. That's a fine play to start this game.
Put a star next to it in your scorebook. Left side of the infield now will shift to the right against Tucker. First pitch is a slider that sweeps away. Ball 1. Tucker, like Alvarez, who's waiting in the on-deck circle, he's fine against lefties. He's not quite at the level that he is against righties, but he hits lefties pretty darn well for a lefty. Fastball strike on the outer edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. McKinstry at third today. Sweeney's at short. Keith at second. Torkelson at first. The outfield today, Greene in left, Meadows in center, Vierling in right. Might be the best defensive alignment for the Tigers. Soft line drive foul. Stays with the sweeper, and it goes foul down the third base line. Gary Pettis, our old friend, is at third base, the third base coach. There's a Tigers connection with both of these coaches. Clarkie's at first. Dave Clark, part of the coaching staff for the Tigers not too long ago. 1 ground ball foul on the 1-2. Gary Pettis, of course, was a Tiger. He wasn't a Tiger for long. I just remember, Bobby, he took every hit in the gap away. in his years in Detroit.
He could go get it back in the day. Really could.
Brennan Hannafy is up and throwing in the Tigers bullpen. The 1-2, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Throw down to first. As the ball got by Jake Rogers, he'll flip it down to Torkelson. Tucker didn't run right away, but they ruled it was a swing, so a strikeout, and then the ball got by Rogers. He flipped down to Torkelson, the strikeout for Holton, and the putout goes 2-3. So with Hannafy up, you would think Tyler Holton's role was a very specific one today. Get to the first three batters. First pitch to Yordan Alvarez. Fastball. Man, he needs that pitch. It's right there at the bottom rail. Ball one.
That's a good pitch.
Left side shifts to the right, so McKinstry basically playing shortstop with Sweeney up the middle. The outfield plays Alvarez to go the opposite way. The 1-0 up and in. Pounds him in with the two-seam sinking fastball. 2-0 on Yordan Alvarez. 2 for 4 in the game yesterday. Ground ball single and a fly ball off the wall in left field. As Bobby said, you can reach those left field seats. Fastball in, and this time gets the called strike. Jordan Bakery, very good balls and strike umpire behind the plate today. Will Little at first. Alfonso Marquez, the crew chief at second. Jeremy Rehawk, today's third base umpire. The 2-1 pitch from Holton, swinging a soft ground ball foul. Like the way he's pitching him, Bobby. In.
Absolutely. You cannot let him. You have to respect Alvarez, but you can't fear him. And you got to go in there. He's running that two-seamer in on the hands of Alvarez. At some point, he's either going to throw that changeup away or sweep him away with that slider. But you got to make him respect it. And that's 3 straight heaters in there.
Lots of walks for Alvarez to go with the power and hitting for average. Not many strikeouts. The 2-2, swinging a ground ball fouled on the first base line. Tigers got him on a called third in the game yesterday. Tigers with 1 walk collectively and 10 strikeouts, led by Tarek Skubal's dynamite 6-inning start. Beerling in right, shades toward the right center field gap. Another 2-2, swing and a soft little tapper down the third base line. That's the thing about Alvarez. It's just, for a power hitter, Bobby, remarkably low swing and miss rate.
He's just an elite hitter. He is an absolute elite hitter who hits line drives, and some of those line drives happen to go out, but really good.
Holton sets again, the 2-2, swinging a soft ground ball to second base. Sweeper induces the weak ground ball. Keith fields and flips to Torkelson, and that may be it for Holton, and if it is, what a start. He goes 1-2-3 through Altuve, Tucker, and Alvarez. We head to the second inning scoreless in Houston.
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Boom! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks.
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
His throw, Roberts, safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts. He finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
Step up to the plate and revolutionize your baseball viewing experience with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Immerse yourself in the game through the power of spatial computing and enjoy a dynamic, customized broadcast experience on your headset. Bring every play to life with live pitch data, batter stats, and a mini field where you can track player movement and follow the trajectory of each hit. Follow your favorite players, teams, and rivalries from a new point of view with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Well, we go to the second inning. Dan Dickerson, Bobby Scales, so glad to have you along from Minute Maid Park in Houston. Jenny Hoynatsky, Jeanette Minchauer, engineers for Game 2 of the wild card. Riley Greene will lead off. Hunter Brown doesn't like the ball he has. He's going to throw it out of play. Second inning brought to you by Mistake 811. Safety's in your hands. Dial 811 before any digging project. First pitch to Riley Greene. A little bit low. You could hear home plate umpire Jordan Baker with the booming voice say ball one on a curveball down. That's the pitch that he struggles with the most in terms of getting it into the strike zone. Doesn't get a lot of chase with it. The 1-0. Down and in. 2-0 on Greene. And Bobby, that's what I'm thinking today. This is not a premium strike thrower. I mean, he doesn't have an especially high walk rate, but it's not a ton of first pitch strikes. Kind of like Framber Valdez, a tick below average in his strike throwing. The 2-0. Strike on the outside corner, and it does seem like there are opportunities for the Tigers if they stay disciplined like they did all day yesterday to get into favorable counts.
Yeah, if you look at his charts, he's gotten hurt in the middle of the plate. So, I mean, most pitchers do, but there's some damage that's been given up from both-handed hitters in the middle of the dish.
2-1, soft little tap foul. That's a heck of a changeup, it looked like, down and away from Greene. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bregman will back up with 2 strikes. Third baseman now basically playing shortstop with the shortstop Pena up the middle. The outfield shifts just slightly to play Greene to go the opposite way. Left against right in this matchup. Again, Brown better against lefties this year. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Oh boy, that's high heat. That's one of the slower fastballs he's had today at 95, but it rides at the top of the strike zone.
Yeah, it really does. And it cut a little bit. You can tell on a replay we're getting, there's a little cutting action, a little finish to that pitch. It's not a cutter. He has a cutter in the arsenal, but his fastball has some finish to his glove side.
That brings up Keith. First pitch up and away. Time for dollars on deck if Spencer Torkelson now gets a hit this inning. Northville Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northville Lumber is Michigan's #1 Trex dealer. The 1-0. Strike. Perfect. 97 at the knees. Keith came into the game yesterday as a pinch hitter, drew a couple of walks and then grounded out. I always think back to the series here back in June, I think it was, the 1-1 strike on the outside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. It was kind of then where we saw Cole Keith really start to use the opposite field, Bobby.
Yep.
Taking fastballs away, going to left field, and it led to a really nice surge for him. The 1-2, swing and a miss. That's a changeup that is absolutely running away from lefties. Woo.
It's a good changeup. Obviously, it's like the same action of his two-seamer, except it's about 9 miles an hour different. That one was a little hotter than his normal changeup. But again, because of his high arm angle, he's able to drive that ball down and also let the grip take it down and away from left-handed hitters.
Brings up Torkelson, swinging a shot foul into the netting down the right field line. He shattered his bat, the barrel, and past the mound. Hunter Brown, a product of Wayne State University, Division II baseball, a fine program. Ryan Kelly, his coach. You know Ryan.
I do know Ryan.
And he is so proud of this young man. He said, I'm a diehard Detroit fan of all Detroit sports teams, but man, I've got my heart on this young man, Hunter Brown, today.
Yeah, Coach Kelly's torn today. Coach Kelly is very torn today. I spoke with him last week. Went back and forth with him via text just the other day, too. But he's excited for this young man as a human. He's a good young man, and he's an excellent pitcher, but he's torn today.
Strike 1 to Torkelson, up and in. He had fall ball practice yesterday. He was booming the broadcast, apparently, at practice yesterday. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
But he is, you can bet, locked in on his former protege. The 1-1. Strike right at the bottom rail. I mean, the way he's locating the fastball, both the 2 and 4 seam, it's precise, and it's 98, 99.
Early on, it looks like one of those days you're just going to have to lock in and battle. If a guy like this has his good stuff, you're in for a fight. He's going to make a mistake. At that point, you got to put barrel on it.
Righties hit Hunter Brown better for average, but less power than lefties. The 1-2 swing and a pop foul out of play. Lefties draw a few more walks, hit with a little more power, but the power numbers are relative. He just doesn't give up extra base hits, especially since he corrected and turned his season around, starting with that outing in Detroit in May. Glove in front of the face as he gets the sign. Working over a third base side, then he turns, slides the foot to the middle of the rubber. And 1-2 is swinging a line drive softly on one hop to Altuve, who's shaded up the middle. He'll flip it over to first. He threw it wide. Caratini swiped at Torkelson and did not get him. Says first base umpire Will Little. That'll be an error on Altuve.
Credit Torque hustling down to the line. He got jammed by another sinker at 98. Up and in, just muscled it out on one hop to Altuve, and he was just super casual with it.
Yeah.
Super casual, flipped it over to Caratini. Caratini comes off. Torque busting it down the line, ends up on first base.
And that's the whole thing right there, Bobby. A lot of guys just put their head down and kind of 80% it to first base. Not Torkelson. That's not this Tigers team. Zach McKinstry swings and misses at the first offering from Hunter Brown.
It is so key all the time, but especially in playoffs. 27 outs. That means no errors on your side. Tigers just got a gift. See if they can cash it in on.
Bregman in tight at third, right up a step onto the grass to the right of the cutout by third base. The strike one. McKinstry swings, fouls it out of play. Well back third base side. No balls, 2 strikes. That backs Bregman up. Shortstop Pena shades up the middle, just to the left of second. And the outfield almost straight up. Both the Tigers and Astros playing lefties about the same. They bring their left fielder in and toward the line just a little bit. Brown on the rubber, steps off. Now settles in, middle of the rubber, leans in, sets, holds the glove at the belt. The 0-2 to McKinstry, swinging a line drive to the gap in left center field. That one's going to get down. Chasing it down is McCormick. Torkelson around second. McCormick drops the ball. They will hold Torkelson at third. Into second goes Zach McKinstry. A double into the left center field gap. Tigers have runners at second and third, trying to take advantage of a big error by Altuve here in the second.
Yeah, good swing by Zach McKinstry. We talked about Hunter Brown and how good his fastball is. The left-handers at the top rail. That one was down just about a ball, maybe ball and a half, down in the zone. That's the one you can handle. Zach puts a good swing on it. Ends up in left center field. Second and third here with 2 outs in the second.
Boy, drop by McCormick almost had Joey Cora ascending.
You know Joey wanted to see him so bad. That right arm just barely stopped, I tell you that.
Sweeney at the plate. First pitch up. No appeal down to third. Sweeney takes a pitch up and away. Yesterday, the 2-out rally in the second inning. Rogers, Sweeney, and Vierling all with the RBI singles, all with great approaches. Big part of the field, right up the middle. Sweeney waiting on the 1-0. On the way, check swing, tap foul. Is trying to get out of the way of a high, tight cutter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bregman in tight at third, off the line. Pena, the shortstop, up the middle, and the outfield shifts on this lefty, and they play Sweeney more to pull. Very home run favorable ballpark for lefties, especially this season. Sweeney waiting, the 1-1. Bounces up to home plate. Good block by Diaz. Good hitter's count for Sweeney. If nothing else, this error is putting a little pressure on Hunter Brown after he cruised to the first 5.
Absolutely. A little traffic out there after the Altuve error. Good swing by McKinstry.
Sweeney tucks that right shoulder in, waiting on a 2-1. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to second. Altuve will charge, scoop it off the dirt, flip to Caratini. Tigers get an error, a double, but strand 2. Sweeney grounds out. We head to the bottom of the second inning in Houston. No score. Tigers and Astros, game 2 of the wild card. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks!
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
Just throw, Roberts, safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts, he finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches, because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Part of that group. Saw him out taking ground balls. Nice piece to have if anything should happen. You're allowed to replace players who are injured, and then round by round you're allowed to adjust your roster. Brennan Hanafy takes over on the mound in the second inning of a scoreless game.
Brennan Hanafy, sinker, slider, four-seamer, changeup. The changeup there just a little bit for show, just under 10% usage, but mainly sinker, slider, and a four-seamer.
Been outstanding out of that Tigers bullpen. First pitch is lined into left field. Line drive single for Alex Bregman, who had a collection of good at-bats in the game yesterday. Had a couple of hits, plus a line out in a 9-pitch battle against Skubal. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Brings up Yonder Diaz. First pitch. Slider just off the plate away. Didn't miss by much. Hard slider at 89. Brennan Hanafy. 22nd appearance of the year for the Tigers in 29 innings of work. Hardly a walk. Solid every time out. Sinker sinks a little bit low. That sinker's up to 97. Opponents at 237. He gave up 2 home runs in his first appearance. None after that in over 110 at-bats. The 2-0, swinging a foul out of play, challenged him with a fastball in. And, Bobby, there's enough movement on it that he can really do that.
Yeah, he absolutely can. And it's a little hot today, too. 96, 97 miles an hour. Usually cruises about 94, 95. A little adrenaline, little postseason adrenaline for Mr. Hanafy out there. But that's a good thing, though. As long as that ball keeps moving, go ahead and fire it in there.
The 2-1. Strike called, slider, bottom of the outside part of the strike zone for a called strike 2.
What's everybody moaning about? It's right there.
Diaz turned, stepped out for a moment, now back in. Right-handed batter, knee slightly flexed, cocks bat high over the right shoulder, 2-2, line drive to the gap in right center, but over and in, barely makes a catch. It was shaded that way. Diaz, God, he gives you a good at-bat, doesn't he?
Every time. Every time.
He had a collection of them yesterday. That's a sharp line drive, and it's the first out in the second. Walk rate below 2 per 9 for Hanafy. A strikeout rate at 7 per 9, but he's got some swing and miss ability. He showed that in the minor leagues. You see the stuff where you could see a little more swing and miss at the major league level. First pitch, fastball at the belt. Just a little bit up, ball one. No score. We're in the second inning. Today's game brought to you in part by Meyer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers. 3-1 win for the Tigers yesterday. It's going to be a bullpen day today. The 1-0 down in the end, and Bobby, AJ kind of jokes about pitching chaos, but he's talked about it. He hears from enough opposing managers they don't like.
No.
AJ Hinch has a TBA and or a bullpen day. It feels like the goal today is that no batter, and you can almost feel this as a certainty, no batter will see the same pitcher twice. 2-0, soft tapper off the foot of Caratini back to the mound. 2-1 now the count on Caratini. And when you don't as a hitter get to see the same pitcher twice, that's an absolute advantage if you've got a good bullpen to the other side.
100%. It's difficult enough to hit when you see guys over and over again. But when you don't get that same look, whether it be arm angle, whether it be stuff, whether it be handedness, it's really difficult to dial it in.
Bregman edges off short, cautious lead, 2-1, soft ground ball, foul. So that's the movement on that sinker. Hitters count, looking fastball, sinker 95 in, and all he can do is soft little ground ball foul over by the Astros dugout.
And the last few he's thrown have been better. They've actually been slower, which I think allows the sink to take a little bit better movement on those pitches. The sinker's at 97, 98. That's not his game, but he's pumped up. You can't blame him for it. But he's settled into a little bit, ironically, slower fastball that works a little bit better for him.
Knows how to get the ground ball with men on base. The 2-2 down and in. 3-2 on Caratini. He had good at-bats in the game yesterday. Line drive single and a line out, both to left field. One from the right side, one from the left. McKinstry shades towards shortstop. Shortstop Sweeney shades up the middle, and the outfield plays it. In this at-bat, the lefty to go the opposite way. Bregman takes off, 3-2, ground ball to second base. Sliding stop by Sweeney. Tried to get the out at second. He'll get it at first instead. Putting the runner in motion, avoids the double play because that would have been tailor-made. Bregman to second. Caratini grounds out, and that'll leave it up to Pena.
Yeah, nice play by Trey Sweeney. He was covering the bag there and hit it about a step or two right where he came from. Was able to catch the ball, but not able to beat Bregman to second. Completed the play at first base. That's the best pitch that Hanafy's thrown this entire inning. It's a good sinker down and away, 95 miles an hour. Forced Caratini to beat it into the ground.
That brings up Jeremy Pena. First pitch misses the mark, ball one. McKinstry now deep at third, about 4 steps off the line. Straight up at short for Sweeney with a righty at the plate. No score, second inning, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a soft little tap foul right at home plate. 96 on the sinker, down and in. Hanafy, one of 13 rookies that led the Tigers to the 31-11 stretch that got them into the postseason. He pitched just a handful of innings, 5 with the Tigers last year. The 1-1, low and away. He and Sean Gunther have been tremendous additions to this staff that has been led Brisky, Holton, Foley, Vest down the stretch. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Movement on that pitch, 95-mile-an-hour sinker in.
Again, that's Brendan Hanafy right there. Getting that sinker at that speed, let the action do what it's going to do. Sometimes you get these sinker ballers are a little bit pumped up or they're feeling really good. Maybe they haven't been used in a couple of days. They got a little bit extra on their fastball. It's not necessarily a good thing.
Pretty good bat-to-ball skills for Pena. He does not walk. Hanafy trying to get him out of this 2-2. The pitch low and away, 3-2. But if this 3-2 pitch is close, he should be swinging. Bregman at second base. Modest skills on the base paths. That's one of the big edges the Tigers have in this series. Their base running skills, elite level on a team basis. The Astros really near the bottom, and how often they take the extra base, how often they score from second on a single or go first to third. The 3-2 pitch, low, he walked him. Didn't want to walk. That's a tough walk for Hanafy, a guy who has not walked many. Walks a guy who has walked just a handful of times all season. Herder throwing in the Tigers bullpen. Jason Hayward, a lefty at the plate. You figure they'd like to bring in Herder maybe outs, the lineup turns over. First pitch to Hayward. Right in the outside corner with a two-seam sinking fastball that moves away from a lefty. Strike one.
Yeah, he's had a little bit more success going away from lefties. Arm side to him. He tried to get that last pitch of that last at-bat inside. Didn't get it there.
The strike one. Low and away. Sinker sinks too far. Hayward at the plate with the bases loaded in the ninth inning yesterday. Hit a bullet. It was only 89 off the bat. I'll tell you, Bobby, sure looked harder than that.
Oh, man. Did it ever.
Woo. Spencer Torkelson caught it. Game over. The 1-1. Hot shot. Fair down the third. Whoa! Foul. Will Little, first base umpire, ball in front of him, not reviewable, says foul. Ooh, that looked right there. They'd never get that call wrong, and it was an emphatic call by Will Little. Wow.
Getting a good look at it here on our monitor.
Yep.
And it was just
that's
foul.
a call, Bobby.
Yeah.
That's a great call. He's jumping to the right to get out of the way of a potential one-hopper while keeping his eyes on a ball that went about 3 inches foul.
I tell you, people complain. These guys are pretty good, man. They really are.
If he gets that wrong, it's not reviewable. It changes everything.
And they know that too. They're on the case. You know,
I'm impressed.
You give umpires some grief, but these guys really want to come out here, not be noticed, and do a great job.
Great call, not just because of the benefit of the Tigers. The 1-2. Slider misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. McCormick, right-handed batter, waiting on deck. Long inning for Brennan Hannafy. He works over toward the first base side. Gets the sign and sets. Checks Bregman at second. The 2-2. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. That's trouble. That ball's hooking, though, and it's foul. Ooh. Hayward. Come close twice. That one kept hooking. That was a good 6, 7, 8 feet foul.
Another sinker down. If you're going to go down to Jason Hayward, you got to come in. Actually, you really don't want to go down to Jason Hayward. If anything, you want to crowd him and get him up, especially late in the count with 2 strikes.
Hannafy can go up, Bobby.
He can go up. And Jason Hayward, he's got a kind of a planey swing where if you give it down, you're going to give him an advantage. Go up with him in the zone. Throw that same sinker, but throw it up.
Off the plate for Hayward, the 2-2. Soft little tap foul on the changeup at 91. 5 pitches for Diaz before lining out. 6 pitches for Caratini before he grounded out. 6 pitches to Pena. He walked him on a 3-2. And now Hayward will see 7 pitches at least in this trip to the plate. 24 pitches thrown by Hannafy this inning. The 2-2 swinging another little saw tapper at the plate. You want to see him go up?
I'd love this. They're trying to bounce that changeup. Hannafy's left both of those where Hayward could get something on it just to foul it off. If you're going to go changeup, it's got to be in the dirt. It's 2-2. Then you got a decision to make 3-2 what you want to do. I really do think if you go up with your best heater, you can beat him right here.
Hayward hit 211. Power numbers jumped in his limited at-bats when he came to the Astros. Big pitch again. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He went up with a fastball. 97 foul tip to the glove of Jake Rogers. Great job by Hannafy, pitching in some pressure in the second inning. We head to the third, scoreless in Houston on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
As a pitcher, giving up a home run can really...
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Boom! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks.
The The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
His throw, Roberts, safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts, and finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches, because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Daniela, we keep giving as much credit as we can to the Tigers. I mean, everybody's involved in the pitching plan that was put together in early August, but you talked with Jake about a day like this when the pitching chaos is unleashed. Jake Rogers at the plate, first pitch, soft ground ball fouled on the third baseline. Strike one on Jake.
Yeah, and Jake talked about it, and we've talked about the bullpen over and over throughout this stretch, just of the bullpen days, the pitching by committee, whatever you want to call it. But what about from Rogers' perspective as the catcher back there? And he laughed a little and said chaos is a great word for it, because we truly don't know what AJ is going to do. We have an idea. You start to get the feel for the game.
Strike one pitch, low and away, 1-1.
But you still don't know exactly how he's going to work the bullpen or who he's going to call on when. And for Jake, he said what he has to do is just make sure that he's playing to each pitcher's strengths no matter where you are in the game.
1-1 strike. And I think that would be the really delicate part, Bobby, just that delicate balance, the art of calling a game when you've got 6, 7, 8 different guys.
By this time of the year, and Jake, just his natural personality, he gets to know all of their guys' stuff, but more importantly, who they are as humans and how they tick.
The 1-2 is swinging a soft ground ball foul again, so the part of the game that reliever comes in doesn't change how he's going to that guy's strengths or attacking that hitter's weakness.
No, that's exactly it. He said he has to attack the same way he would with that pitcher. If you use him most of the time in the 7th or 8th inning, but he's opening, you got to use him the same way when he's opening, like a Tyler Holton today.
Yep. And it's worked extremely well. Those openers quietly under the radar ahead of the bulk guys have done a phenomenal job since early August. The 1-2. Line drive caught by Pena. Softly hit. Pena backed up just a couple of steps. Made a little jump. It didn't really have to. Soft line drive out to start the third inning. No score. Tigers and Astros. Game 2 of the wild card. Third inning is brought to you by Birmingham Plumbing. Visit BirminghamPlumbing.com. Instant replay brought to you up again by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, it's 1-800-CALL-SAM. A 51-game stretch when the Tigers first implemented the group effort days on August the 3rd with Montero and Skubal, the only two pitchers. First pitch to Parker Meadows is a curveball that grabs the outside part of the outside corner for a called strike one. Pitch you generally want to lay off. It's not a pitch that's in the strike zone a lot. The strike one, a little bit high with that fastball. Cutter at 92, 2.71 ERA over 51 games. But everybody had to do the job, Bob. And I always go back to the openers, maybe only 1 or 2 innings at a time, but the job they did so consistently well. The 1-1, swing and a miss, fastball up, set up the success for everybody else.
These plans are only as successful as your opener. You know, AJ's got a pocket of where he wants to be. Sometimes it's a few batters more, sometimes it's a few batters less, but you have to be efficient and solid before you get there.
1-2, low and away. Good take on a changeup that's quite a pitch for Hunter Brown against lefties. One of the reasons why he is tougher against lefties. OPS almost, not quite, 100 points lower than for right-handed batters. The windup in the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Stayed up with the fastball. 94 gets the foul tip. Swing and miss into the glove of the catcher Diaz. Fourth strikeout for Hunter Brown through 10 batters.
Yeah, he's got a special cutter today. That cutter and that four-seam fastball at the top of the zone, the left-handed hitters are really, really working today. Talked about Will Vest and his fastball lately with a little extra on it. clearly Hunter Brown's got a little extra on his today.
Kerry Carpenter batting. First pitch curveball, a little anxious. Swings and misses at a curveball that bounces. What a year for Kerry Carpenter. Had an OPS over 900 when he went on the injured list. Missed quite a bit of time. Came back and had an even higher OPS down the stretch. Hit for average, hit for power. The strike one. Up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. I know he's tough on lefties, but for some reason I like this matchup for Kerry Carpenter.
No, I'm with you, Dan. I mean, sometimes you just, for no good reason, you just have a hunch. And it seems like Kerry, especially with that, how he's been lately, rounding the form a little bit.
The 1-1. Fastball dots the outside corner for a called strike 2, 96 in a perfect spot. Carpenter hit a couple of home runs against the Astros this year, both in Detroit. The pitch, swing and a miss, pitch in the dirt. Diaz will have to pick it up, throw to first to Caratini to complete the strikeout. Carpenter strikes out. He got a steady diet of curveballs in that at-bat. And Hunter Brown has cruised through 3 with 5 strikeouts, most swinging. We're at the bottom of the 3rd inning, game 2 of the wild card. We're scoreless.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us.
So what wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
Step up to the plate and revolutionize your baseball viewing experience with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Immerse yourself in the game through the power of spatial computing and enjoy a dynamic, customized broadcast experience on your headset. Bring every play to life with live pitch data, batter stats, and a mini field where you can track player movement and follow the trajectory of each hit. Follow your favorite players, teams, and rivalries from a new point of view with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Astros bat in the bottom of the 3rd inning. McCormick, Altuve, and Tucker. Here in the 3rd, Brennan Hanafy still on the mound. Heard, remember, getting loose last inning. He's ready. And you would think almost surely, given Altuve's numbers against lefties, and then 2 lefties after Altuve, that he will come in for Tucker and Alvarez. McCormick at the plate, just off the injured list. Takes strike 1. Strike 1 pitch low and away. And that's been another part of the value of Brennan Hanafy, Bobby, the ability to go multiple innings. He's done it several times now for the Tigers, gone 2 innings at least 7 times. The 1-1, swing to ground ball to short. Sweeney will charge field, the waist-high bounce, plant, throw. Perfect strike as always over to Torkelson. 1 up, 1 down in the 3rd.
Yeah, Hanafy's, like you said, Dan, shown the ability to go multiple innings up here. And not too long ago in his career, he was a starting pitcher. So it's not like he's not accustomed to coming back out of that dugout. He's just transitioned more into a bullpen role almost exclusively this year in 24. But even the beginning of 23, his latest, the beginning of 23, he started plenty of games in the minor league. So multiple innings aren't going to be an issue for him.
Most pitches he's thrown is 34. Altuve batting, swings and lines one foul deep down the right field line. He's already at 30 in this outing. He's been able to go multiple innings because he's so efficient with his pitch count. Scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd. Today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Altuve takes slider 88, hard slider away. 1 ball, 1 strike. McKinstry is even with the bag at third, and Sweeney straight up at short, and Keith shades up the middle at second base. Torques off the line at first. The 1-1 to Altuve, swinging a tap foul. It is amazing, Bobby, how good you feel when you get Altuve out, just because at the start of a game especially, because you know he can start a game with a home run.
Well, he can make it 1-0 in a hurry, and you're going to get him out. We want to keep him in the ballpark, and if getting him out is just a cherry on top. This guy has just been a tremendous hitter for a long time in this league, and he keeps on going.
Much better against lefties this year. He's usually good against righties and lefties. The 1-2. Down and in. Jake Rogers likes what he sees. Points that glove out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield plays him to pull just slightly. Again, 3:15 down the line with a 19-foot wall that you have to carry for a home run. 2-2. He got him. And that's another example of an umpire, Bobby, calling it. I mean, a tremendous movement. Called that pitch correctly. It, at the last instant, snapped down to the outside corner.
Yeah, absolutely. He stayed with that pitch and saw it to the very end. And that was a tremendous call by Jordan Baker. And that strikeout with A.J. Hinch coming out, that's going to be end of the day for Brendan Hanafy.
Second strikeout ends a 5-out outing. And a great job. Tigers going to their bullpen.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks!
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
Got his throw, Roberts, safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts, and finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches. Because the way...
And we'll be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Pitching change is brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Pitching change brings Brant Herter into the game. Put him in the same group with Hanafy and Gunther, guys who have come up from Toledo in the last 2 months and contributed mightily. First pitch, Kyle Tucker misses low and away, ball 1.
Yeah, Brant Herter, sinker. 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, sweeper, and changeup.
Getting a ton of ground ball outs. Tucker takes low and away. Again, a lefty who's good against lefties.
Really difficult at bat for left-handed hitters. He works from that first base side, turns away, kind of crossfire, hides the ball well.
2-0, check swing, and quickly 3-0 on Kyle Tucker. In 45 innings of work, Herter has walked 6 batters while striking out 38. There's still a chance he can get back into this at-bat. The 3-0, check swing, called strike. Fastball middle up to 95. A little extra in the left arm of Brant Herter today. Funny how that happens.
You mean with a lot of people watching and when it really matters the most and the adrenaline flowing?
3-1, low and away. Those are some of the bigger misses you will see from Herter. He walks Tucker on a 3-1 to bring up Yordan Alvarez. 45 innings of work for Brant Herter. shut down lefties in the minor leagues. Didn't really shut down right-handed batters. He has shut down both. Just 34 hits in 45 innings. Opponents have hit barely 200 with only a little bit of power. No ordinary lefty at the plate in Yordan Alvarez. Swinging a jam job ground ball to second off the sinker. Fielded by Keith. He'll flip to Torkelson. Brad Herder recovers after the walk to Tucker and induces a weak ground ball from a dangerous hitter. Tigers bat in the fourth inning, trying to win this series in Houston in 2. We are scoreless after 3 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks!
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life!
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
His throw, Roberts, safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts! He finally won it all!
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Step up to the plate and revolutionize your baseball viewing experience with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Immerse yourself in the game through the power of spatial computing and enjoy a dynamic, customized broadcast experience on your headset. Bring every play to life with live pitch data, batter stats, and a mini field where you can track player movement and follow the trajectory of each hit. Follow your favorite players, teams, and rivalries from a new point of view with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Hunter Brown, second time through the order for Brown. He's pretty steady. Early, middle, late. Power numbers jump a little bit. Again, it's relative. The third trip to opposing orders. Strong through 11 batters today with 5 strikeouts. First pitch is a cutter. Sharp break away from a righty. Veerling at the plate. I loved what AJ was talking about after the game. Strike at the knees on the inside corner. Talked about it again today. Matt Veerling thrown out on a ball in the dirt. But this is what the Tigers have been doing. He said, I don't want him to change anything. I don't want, because if he starts changing, then maybe we start changing. He wants his team to continue to play the way it's been playing for the last 2 months. 1-1, swinging a foul. And Daniela, you talked to Matt Veerling about that conversation he had with AJ.
Yeah, and Matt kind of said, you know, he thought he got a late jump on that specific play. You also have to force the catcher to make a great play, and he did. But he said he went to AJ to talk about it, and AJ's immediate reaction was, no, we want you to do that.
1-2, low and away. Slider just missed. It's at 91. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He told Matt, this is how we got here. We play that way. That's how we got to this point. So we're not going to stop it. Now you have to push the envelope. That's the way that they've been able to make the run that they have and get to the point that they're at right now. So AJ was a fan of the move. Yes, it didn't work that time.
Swing and a miss. That's a good fastball away. Veerling strikes out to start the fourth. 6th, the strikeout for Hunter Brown. 5 swinging.
That's just a tough sequence for Veerling. It was fastball, cutter away. Next thing you know, he zips that four-seamer right past him away. That's just a tough sequence.
Yeah, it looks the same out of hand, right? And then instead of moving off the plate, it just
stays true. Yeah.
Yep. Riley Greene takes first pitch changeup, ball 1. But this is what I loved about yesterday. Tigers had base runners in every inning yesterday. The 1-0 to Greene. Strike on the outside corner. Yikes. That one sank off the plate at 98, but got the call. First real big miss by Jordan Baker today. Again, he's a very good balls and strikes umpire. No score in the fourth inning. The 1-1. Up and in. Time for dollars on deck. If Cole Keith gets a hit this inning, Northfield Lumber will donate to Detroit Lightbusters. Northfield Lumber is Michigan's #1 track stealer. Fourth inning today brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Buy, sell, finance, and save. Bregman a step behind the baseline and off the line. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, this fastball. Woo. It's 97. It's riding, and it gets swing and miss up.
Yeah, it really is. He's got a good one today. You gotta be very disciplined and try to get him down. Easier said than done, clearly, but that's the only way you're going to get to it.
2-2, swinging a fly ball to the gap in left center field. McCormick on the run, racing, and he's going to make a fine catch onto the track in deepest left center. Rodney Greene smoked it, and McCormick chased it down.
Well, our vantage point up here, just to the first base side of home plate, you got a really good look at McCormick. He got on his horse early. As soon as that ball was off Riley Greene's bat, had a great jump on it, and made a good running catch in that left center field gap.
Fine play. No score. Bases empty. 2 outs in the fourth. Mini threat for the Tigers in the second. Torkelson reached on an arrow with 2 outs. Keith takes first pitch. Cutter is a little above the belt. Well, shoulder high. 1-0. Double after the Altuve error put Torkelson on first. McKinstry made it second and third. 2 outs in the second inning, and then Sweeney grounded out. Bregman's in tight at third, right up to the edge of the grass. Pena shades up the middle. The 1-0 on Keith. Pounds him in again with the cutter. Off the plate. Keith struck out on a changeup first time up. Brown takes a moment before he settles back in. Third base side, glove in front of the face. Steps back with the left foot, slides the right to the middle of the rubber. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Back to old reliable. Fastball up. He actually got him to get it down a little bit, and he still got the swing and miss.
He did. One thing with Hunter Brown, too, it's a big motion. He's a big guy, 6'2", 220 pounds. And it's a big traditional motion, not the compact ones you see now, but he also gets really good extension. So that's another aspect of that fastball playing up.
2-1, swinging a foul out of play. Fastball away. Hunter Brown has not only had the 23 games of excellence after that slow start and the long relief appearance in Detroit, he prides himself on going deep. In those 23 games, he's gone 6 innings or more 19 times. Allowed 2 runs or fewer 18 times. The 2-2. Swinging another foul out of play. Well, the cutter fastball combination is really, it's an impressive pairing.
It really is, and he's kind of going against his own book, especially with these lefties. You've seen a lot more cutters and left-handed hitters than he normally throws.
2-2. Away. Woo. What a take. Especially on a changeup that has that kind of movement. It ended up well off the plate, but starts on the plate. Keith is upright, close to the plate, and he's slightly flexed, extends the hands away from the left shoulder as he cocks it over the shoulder, tucks that right shoulder in, swinging a ground ball, kicks off the mound, funny bounce, but Pena will field it with a backhand flip to first, almost pulled Caratini off the bag. But Caratini stayed on long enough. Will Little says that's out number 3. 7 in a row now retired by Hunter Brown. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning in Houston, scoreless. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meijer.
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Woo! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks.
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
His throw, Roberts, safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts. He finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches, because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
High-scoring offenses can get shut down. We saw yesterday in Baltimore, Kansas City, a 1-0 win. Pitching is such a key element of postseason success. It's kind of obvious, but it matters more than how's your team hitting going into the postseason.
Right.
Because you will see the best arms again and again and again with all the off days. Alex Bregman batting. First pitch on the back door with a slider for a called strike one. Bregman, Diaz, Caratini here in the fourth inning of a scoreless game. And A.J. Hinch felt that he had his pitching lined up just the way he wanted coming into this series. Fastball away. The average fastball for Herder's at 92. He's been up to 94, 95 today. The 1-1. Swinging a foul to the screen. And really the idea of openers for three different guys in the rotation, part of it was we wanted to keep Kenta Maeda. Tigers wanted to keep Kenta Maeda in the bullpen, working out of the bullpen. Second piece was the 1-2, up and away. Brant Herder, who had a 5 ERA at Toledo, but it was low walks, high strikeouts. His struggles had been in the first inning.
Right.
So part of the plan that they came up with was based on how do we get Brant Herder the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Nope, did he get a piece of it? He did. Right off of the glove of Jake Rogers. Still 2-2 on Bregman. How do we get Brant Herder to the major leagues and have him give him the best chance at success? And same with Brian Sammons, who gave the Tigers 27 very good innings and then Ty Madden. And the plan has worked beautifully for Brant Herder. The 2-2. Just off the plate away. AJ would look at the lineup. Opposing managers would often throw several lefties in there. If Herder was starting, it would have been a lineup of maybe eight-handed batters.
Exactly.
There were 8 right-handed batters. Bregman waiting, the 3-2. Swinging a foul straight back. He had a rip at a fastball outer half. Man, he's giving his team some long at-bats yesterday, and now he'll see at least 8 pitches in this at-bat today. Herder won't likely go deep into this game, but he has given the Tigers plenty of 5- and 6-inning outings. Bregman hits a fly ball to center, deep. Meadows backtracking it, still going. He'll turn, make the catch with a little jump. Right in deep straightaway center by the 399 marker. Just to the left of straightaway center. That's a good read. Got to the spot and made a nice catch.
He sure did, but Brant Herder living dangerously on the edge right there. Had a couple pitches during that at-bat where Bregman had good rips at sinkers in the middle of the plate. That one had just enough action on the outer third. Bregman hit it good. He didn't get quite all of it. And like you said, Dan, Meadows tracked it down.
Diaz takes a pitch low and in. The other part of the equation using an opener for Herder is that A.J. Hinch talked about how teams start to get a read on him after they've seen him a couple of times. So it's almost always out before he faces the lineup a third time. 18 batters or fewer. Diaz takes another pitch a little bit off the mark, 2-0. He's got a little funky arm angle, a little deception in his delivery. The 2-0, swinging a foul out of play, fastball at the belt. Diaz fouls it well back, lined out his first time up. No score, we're in the fourth inning. Started last inning by facing Tucker and Alvarez, a walk and a bounce out. Diaz swings, line run to right center. That's going to drop for a base hit. fielded on a couple of skips by Meadows. He'll get the ball in quickly on one hop to second base. Tough at bat. Diaz sharp single into right. The hits for the Astros, they had 7 hits yesterday. 6 were singles. 2 hits today, both singles. It's another aspect of this Tigers team. Limiting the extra base power. Herder coming in had allowed 4 home runs in his 45 innings of work. Victor Caratini batting. He got hit by a sinker in the left leg. And now a jam for Brand Herder. Try to go in with a sinker.
Yeah, tried to go in, tried to go glove side with that sinker to Caratini. Just yanked it. And got him on the thigh. Or just above the left knee. Like you said, Dan, in a jam right now. First and second, 1 out. And that's going to bring Tiger pitching coach Chris Fetter to the mound for a visit.
Every Tigers tripled this season. Powell Miller is giving $300 to select charities. The Miller Law Firm, lawyers who support the community. Strikeout updates brought to you every game by Carb List, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Herder's not a big swing and miss guy. His real strength, getting a lot of soft contact, and a lot of that is on the ground. You can get the ground ball with men on base for the double play. Pena at the plate runs well, but has grounded into quite a few double plays this year. This is a double play candidate if you can induce the ground ball off the bat of Jeremy Pena. Grounded into 15 double plays this year. Walked his first time up. Bo Brisky closed out the game yesterday, throwing in the Tigers bullpen. First pitch, low and in. He's the Tigers' escape artist, and he might be called upon early in today's game. Herder sets, checks the runner at second, delivers up and away. Not great speed on the base pass. Diaz at second, Caratini at first. Neither an automatic to score from second. The Tigers outfield fairly deep. The 2-0. Right at the top of the strike zone. Squirrely in the strike zone with a fastball to make it 2-1.
It looked like Pena was taken all the way there. Curious time to do it, 2-0. Can execute a pitch right here. Get this ball on the ground.
The 2-1. Swinging a ground ball to short. Sweeney scoops it up. Flips to Keith one. Relay to first. How about it? 6-4-3 inning double play. Herder gets out of the jam. We head to the 5th inning in Houston. Scoreless on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Rocket met with first-time home buyers to get real.
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Woo! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks.
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
Nice throw, Roberts. Safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts. Finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
Step up to the plate and revolutionize your baseball viewing experience with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Immerse yourself in the game through the power of spatial computing and enjoy a dynamic, customized broadcast experience on your headset. Bring every play to life with live pitch data, batter stats, and a mini field where you can track player movement and follow the trajectory of each hit. Follow your favorite players, teams, and rivalries from a new point of view with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
A.J. Hinch was asked about his team's ability to reset. And I liked how he answered that question. He said, it's just kind of what we've been doing all year. But he said, we've done it, and he emphasized again, Bobby, we do it we're not going to be playing carefully.
Right.
And that's what I think he liked about what he saw yesterday. A team that played just how it had for the last 2 months. He said, we were eerily similar to the last 2 months.
I mean, there's nothing else to be said to that. I mean, that's exactly what they did for 2 months. They got him in this position.
Torkelson takes a pitch in the dirt. Hunter Brown has been incredible through 4. Just 1 hit, a McKinstry double, 6 strikeouts, no walks. But he said, if we win today, we know the reward. If we don't, we've got a game tomorrow. 1-0. Pitch up and away, 2-0. And he said the fact that we can push the reset button after both good things and bad things has been an underrated part of our ability to stay grounded. And I think that's the attribute he likes maybe the most about this team. Breaking ball, middle of the plate. Slider gets a called strike. He hasn't thrown many of those today. 2-1.
He hasn't. And that was outer third, right where Torque likes him. But again, Hunter Brown's going to make a mistake at some point, and you got to capitalize because he hasn't made many. He's been very good today.
Drops a hands into his motion, the 2-1, swing and a miss. Follows up the slider with a sinker that has tremendous movement away, and then back onto the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Torkelson calls time. Bregman deep and 3 steps off the line at third, straight up at short for Pena. The outfield, again, it's Hayward in left, McCormick in center, Tucker in right, just about straight up. Wind up in the 2-2. Swing and a foul. He had a rip at a fastball.
He got one to hit right there. We talked early at the top of the broadcast of where his damage zones are. That was right in it right there, right down the middle, but it had that action on it, and it caused Torque to just miss it. It was a good pass at it.
Brown gets a sign, takes an extra beat, steps to the left with the left foot into his motion. 2-2, swing and a miss. Couldn't lay out the fastball almost shoulder high, but it just rides.
He got that one where he wanted. That was the 4-seamer, not the 2-seamer he's been throwing to right-handed hitters. He likes that to both-handed hitters with 2 strikes. Is almost always up. Really gets at the top of the zone. Excellent pitch characteristics. Make it play harder than it is. Tough pitch to square up.
Trying to get some traffic on the base paths. Tigers had 16 base runners in every inning yesterday. McKinstry has the only hit today, a double. First pitch is outside, ball 1. McCormick in center field shades a little more toward the left center field gap in this at bat. Bregman's in tight, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Change up. Outstanding movement down and away, 87. I mean, that thing just dives at the plate.
It just starts down and away.
McKinstry spreads out, relaxed stance, the 1-1. Soft ground ball up the middle of 2. Will charge backhand the short hop, flip it over to Caratini at first. 2 up, 2 down, 5th inning. 9 in a row now retired by Hunter Brown. I hate to say he hasn't broken a sweat because I know there's effort out there on the mound, but it has been stress-free, certainly. 73 pitches with 2 outs in the 5th. Yesterday, the Tigers did a terrific job against Fromber Valdez, pushing the pitch count up and getting him out after 4 1/3. Trey Sweeney takes first pitch. Changeup misses low, ball 1. No score. We're in the 5th inning. 5th inning brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. Bregman stays in tight. Rest of the infield back. The 1-0 to Sweeney. Down below the strike zone with a changeup, 2-0. Couple of favorable hitters counts this inning. It's not a ton of strike ones. Last 6 batters have actually seen ball 1. He's got the stuff to come back. The 2-0. Low and away. Fastball ran away. Brown's walk rate right around 3 per 9, just a tick over that, with a strikeout rate of better than a strikeout an inning in his 170 innings of work this year. The 3-0. Just rears back, fires fastball, outer half, 96, strike one. You would think he can just stay with that fastball the way it has worked at the top of the strike zone. See if Sweeney can stay disciplined. The 3-1. He does. Fastball well below the knees. 2-out walk here in the fifth inning for Trey Sweeney. Just the third base runner of the day. Torkelson reached on an error. McKinstry doubled with 2 outs in the second. Sweeney grounded out.
That was a good at bat right there, especially on that 3-1 pitch, like you said, Dan. Stay disciplined, get the one you want. Shrink the zone to a Dixie cup. If he throws it in there, then whack it. If not, do exactly what he did and take your free base.
Brown is a pitcher you can run on. He allowed 20 steals this year, 9 caught stealing. Sweeney can steal a base. Started to go, stopped. First pitch to Jake Rogers. Slider, off the plate a little bit, gets a cold, strike one. Sweeney edges off the first. Caratini holding with him. Altuve shades up the middle. The strike one. Off the plate away. Diaz points the glove out like what I saw. It was just off the plate. Strong, accurate strike zone for the most part today for Yordan Baker.
Yeah, he has been pretty good.
Outfield deep and straight up. Rogers waiting on the 1-1. Big couple of hits in the game yesterday, including a big early RBI hit. Big bender of a curveball. Drops into the top part of the strike zone for a called strike two. Can't do anything with that.
No, you can. It's a tough pitch. He likes to throw that pitch 1-1, especially the right-handed batters.
Sweeney takes off. The 1-2 is in the dirt. Throw down to second base. They will not get him. I think it actually hit the foot of Sweeney and carried way over by Bregman at third. Sweeney in with a steal, and the count is 2-2 on Jake Rogers.
Yeah, I like it. Picked a good pitch to run on right there. 1-2. Likely to get a breaking ball. Got that little cutter. Difficult for Diaz to throw on. Ends up stealing the bag. And he's going to go out there and he wants to talk about it in this situation.
Pause right now for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Long conference, Yordan Baker, big guy. Home plate umpire goes out, towers over everybody.
It's very rare that you see the home plate umpire go out there, and he's the biggest dude on the mound.
Breaks up the conversation. Jake has had a knack for delivering big hits of late. Line drive softly to Pena, first time up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sweeney runs well, takes his lead off second. We're scoreless in the fifth. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him with an outstanding 91-mile-an-hour slider low and away. Tigers get a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, cannot get him home. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning, scoreless in Houston. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
The McLaren...
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us.
So what wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches, because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
No score, Tigers and Houston Astros. Brand Herter takes his final warm-up tosses. Bo Brisky is still getting loose in the Tigers bullpen. Remember, he was up last inning when Herter got into a 2-on-1-out jam. Got out of that. The ground ball double play off the bat of Pena. Mauricio Dubon will pinch hit for Jason Hayward. First pitch, sweeper at the bottom of the strike zone, strike one. So Dubon, a super utility type, a very valuable player for manager Joe Espada. Swings it into line drive, base hit into left. One hop off the dirt. Solid line drive, single to start the fifth inning. Two base runners in the second, one in the third, two in the fourth against Tigers pitching. This time it's the Astros putting pressure on Tigers pitchers. Dubon has speed, not really a big base-stealing threat. Herter has done a very good job paying attention to the running game, really stopping the running game. First pitch to Chas McCormick is swung on and fouled back to the screen. McCormick just off the injured list, not really much of a threat at the plate. Finished the year hitting .211. And a pretty quiet .211. He's not going to draw many walks. Got some decent bat-to-ball skills, but there's swing and miss in this bat. Check swing on the 1-1. Appeal to first. He did not go. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on. Nobody out. We're in the 5th inning of a scoreless game. Tigers trying to end this series today with a win in Houston. McCormick runs well. He is not a great double play candidate. Sweeney, Keith, double play depth, but Herter again has a knack for getting ground balls. The 1-1, swing and a miss. What a fine pitch. I like how the misses, Bobby, are below the strike zone.
Yeah, they have been. You know, he got a couple pitches up the last inning. He got some foul balls, but those last two were really good. His misses, for the most part, have been down.
The 1-2 is swinging a line drive on one soft hop to short. Sweeney to Keith, and Keith bobbled the ball, getting it out of the glove. Crowd reacted to the drop, but second base umpire Alfonso Marquez, a crowd favorite here in Houston, says he dropped it, pulling it out of the glove. It's the right call, but man, that's a missed double play opportunity.
It really was, because that was hit on one hop, just to one step to the right of Trey Sweeney. Good feed to Colt Keith. Colt tried to be just a touch too quick. He recorded the out at second, but then as he went to throw it to first, had an empty hand.
And that's going to be the end of the day for Brand Herter. Lineup turning over. Altuve crushes lefties. And Herter, who did not face Altuve earlier, will not get a chance to face him here. It's a solid job. It should be 2 outs, bases empty. But remember how much better Keith has been on the pivot on double plays. So rare mistake for him. Man on, 1 out, 5th inning while the Tigers go to their bullpen. Pause for these words. Scoreless in Houston.
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Woo! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
Calling all all baseball fans want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us.
So what wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
Step up to the plate and revolutionize your baseball viewing experience with the MLB app.
Here's much about the D Las Vegas. You can book your stay now at the your home for Detroit sports in Las Vegas. Pitch and change brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think forward first. Man on a man out. Jose Altuve at the plate. Again, much better against lefties this year. It's a huge left-right gap. Righties limit his effectiveness, especially in the power department. But always a threat standing at home plate. First pitch, he swings it. It's a high fly ball to center. Meadows turned left, now turns right, makes the catch going onto the warning track by the 399 marker just to the left of straightaway center. Altuve attacks the first pitch from the new pitcher, Bo Brisky, and flies out for the second out in the fifth of the scoreless game.
Yeah, worth noting, he got another first pitch changeup. They are not going to let Jose Altuve jump him on the first pitch heater. Not going to happen. You're going to have to hit something else with a break or a changeup or something if he wants to do some damage. That's a good pitch, well executed by Bo Brisky out of the pen.
And the value of Bo Brisky, my goodness. Big flip over to first to drive McCormick back. McCormick is a base-stealing threat. He has stolen 8 of 10. Brisky, though, is a complete pitcher, meaning he fields his position well, pays attention to the running game. There have been 5 steals against him this year. Tucker takes low and away. It will not be a surprise to see McCormick perhaps take off. Brisky has gotten some of the biggest outs late in games the last 2 weeks. In Baltimore, incredible. Yesterday inherits a second and third one-out jam in the bottom of the ninth. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Change-up, great action down and away from a lefty.
Got to be honest, to your point, Dan, I'm surprised you didn't see McCormick take off 1-0 there. Likes to throw that change-up 1-0, get back in the counts with his off-speed. We'll see what he does here.
McKinstry shades towards short. Sweeney up the middle, the 1-1. Fastball pours it in, paints the black at 98, 1-2. Tucker, hitless in the game yesterday, was very aggressive in his at-bats yesterday. 3 times putting the second pitch in play for an out. He has struck out today and walked. Upright stance, cocks the bat high over the left shoulder. McCormick takes off, pitches low, throw down to second base, and not in time. McCormick in just ahead of the throw. Heck of an effort by Rogers, who had to reach to his left and throw sidearm back to his right.
He sure was. Good exchange and throw, even from that low arm angle for Jake Rogers. Made it close down there at second base. But McCormick had a tremendous jump off Bo Brisky, and he got a change up to throw on, too. So, difficult either way.
I should say, got around that ball coming up out of his crouch to catch it, to get in good throwing position. On a pitch away, 2-2 the count, no score, 5th inning, Tucker waiting, the pitch. Got him! Fastball, outer half at 99, on the black. Tucker takes a called third, and Brisky strands another runner in scoring position. It's what he does. We head to the 6th inning in Houston, scoreless on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
At Comerica Bank.
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Whoa! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks.
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
Nice throw, Roberts. Safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Cubs have finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Step up to the plate and revolutionize your baseball viewing experience with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Immerse yourself in the game through the power of spatial computing and enjoy a dynamic, customized broadcast experience on your headset. Bring every play to life with live pitch data, batter stats, and a mini field where you can track player movement and follow the trajectory of each hit. Follow your favorite players, teams, and rivalries from a new point of view with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Trip through the order. Again, the only thing you really notice, third trip through, the power numbers jump a little bit. Parker Meadows batting, swinging a pop-up, foul and out of play. Hunter Brown is not completely unhittable. He did give up some home runs this year. It's just the way he's been pitching for the better part of almost 4 solid months now after a bad April has been phenomenal, and he has limited the extra base and home run damage incredibly well. The strike one, fly ball, right field. This one's deep. It's down the line. It's got a chance, and it is hit the foul pole. Gone, a home run. Tigers take the lead in the 6th. Parker Meadows delivers. 1-0 Tigers.
Parker Meadows got a heater in. First pitch of that at bat was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball middle. He missed it, fouled it straight back. He got on top of this one and hit it a mile, hit it right off the foul pole for a home run. What a swing. Short, quick swing by Parker Meadows.
He just watched it. Would it stay fair? It hit the foul pole. Carpenter swings and taps it foul at home plate. And you talk about quieting a big crowd. 1-0 Tigers in the 6th. Carpenter takes a moment, steps out, now digs back in. The strike one, swinging a soft ground ball to second base. Altuve will charge, field flip, and just get Carpenter by a half a step. 1 out, 6th inning. 6th inning brought to you by the Jack Demmer Automotive Group. Go in and experience the Demmer difference. Heading into the heart of the order now. Vierling has had a couple of tough at-bats. Took a called third his first time up. Of the 8 strikeouts for Hunter Brown, 7 have been on swinging third strikes in his next time up. Tough combination with the cutter and fastball combination, struck out swinging. Vierling takes first pitch, sinker, 97 in a good spot, strike one. Bregman is a couple of steps off the line, a couple of steps behind the bag as well. Vierling swings and misses. Tardy on a fastball. McCormick in center, shades to right center. The entire outfield shifts to the right against Vierling. Pena straight up at short. Altuve up the middle at second base. The windup in the 0-2. A swing and a foul. Woo. Emergency hack on the 98, riding high and tight.
That's a quick one. Quick bat by Matt Vierling. Like you said, Dan, emergency hack. Sometimes it's like that. Fight them off, live to fight another one.
The 0-2 again. Swing and a foul. Matt can extend an at-bat with the best of them. Pitch counts brought to you every game by the Miller Law Firm, lawyers who support the community. Pitch count for Hunter Brown at 91. Again, 6 innings has been kind of his minimum over the last 4.5 months. The Doesn't look like he's tiring. The strike 2, low and away. Pitch number 5 is ball 1. 1-0 Tigers in the 6th inning. Trying to pick up a second win, end the series today. The winner goes on to the division series against Cleveland. Wind up the 1-2. Fastball, outer half, squarely in the strike zone. Vierling strikes out for the 3rd time today, the 9th strikeout for Hunter Brown.
Tough at bat for Matt Vierling. He threw him fastball away. We know Brown's fastball cuts a little bit. Then he comes back with that sinker on the other side. Running back over the outside edge. That's tough. You can't cover all the shapes.
Infield back except for Bregman in tight. Greene, first pitch fastball up, ball 1. Good swing for Riley last time. Drove a ball to the gap in left center. McCormick in center field shaded that way. Made a nice catch. 1-0 pitch. High and away. Didn't miss by much. 2-0. Struck out on a high fastball first time up. Brown's going to take a little walk to the grass behind the mound. Settle back into his motion. The 2-0. Swing and a foul to the screen. Bregman even with third base, well off the line with Pena shaded up the middle. 1 run, 2 hits for the Tigers, no runs, 3 hits for the Astros. The 2-1 pitch, up and away. Brown spins all the way around, pounds his hand into the glove, not happy with a big miss. And now an opportunity for Riley Greene. Bregman's going to back up at third. Waiting on the 3-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. That's just not fair. That's a terrific changeup on a 3-1.
Hey, this kid's got some kind of guts, man. He gave up the homer. Woo! But you just threw Riley Greene a 3-1 changeup right there, and it was filth. You don't do that unless you're a tough customer.
Now the 3-2. High outside. Ball 4. The second walk issued by Brown. They've come in the last 2 innings. That's going to prompt a visit to the mound. Not a change. Josh Miller on his way to the mound, or is it a change? No, it is. Joe Espada wore the uniform yesterday. He's got the pullover today, and he's going to make the change. Pat on the chest. Hunter Brown will get a big hand from this crowd in Houston as he walks off. Listen to this crowd for the Detroit native who just had one heck of a day today. Tip of the cap into the Astros dugout. And while the Astros make the change, 1-0 Tigers in the 6th. The pause to these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like...
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Woo! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks.
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
Got his throw, Roberts, safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts, and finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
Step up to the plate and revolutionize your baseball viewing experience with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro.
Brian Abreu is the new pitcher. Cole Keith at the plate. First pitch up and away. Another good year for one of the big arms for Joe Espada out of the bullpen. Bregman's in tight. Caratini holding with Greene, the 1-0. Off the plate away. He can spray the ball. A lot of swing and miss. But he's not a premium strike thrower.
No, big arm for Abreu. Four-seam slider, changeup. Changeup's really not a factor. He's thrown 7 of them all year long. 99% of the pitches he's going to throw with four-seam or slider.
2-0, swinging a soft ground ball foul. That was the slider in. Hard slider at 87, 2-1. Keith today has struck out and grounded out against the starter, Hunter Brown. A Parker Meadows home run here in the 6th inning has given the Tigers a 1-0 lead, trying to add on with 2 outs. Keith takes pitch down and away. Crowd getting restless. 3-1. Lefties have a big edge against Abreu. Higher average and more power. The 3-1. Inside, Cole Keith. Nice at bat. Draws a walk to put a couple of men on for Spencer Torkelson.
Yeah, really good at bat right there. Got a 3-1 slider. Spit on it. Fish not biting. Ends up at first base. Really solid at bats all the way through the lineup. Brown was a tough customer, but they didn't give in. They weren't just non-competitive ABs.
Right-handed batters against Abreu this year have hit 148. But the number of times we've said this in the last 2 months, Bobby, a reliever comes in, ridiculously low numbers for hitters against him, and the Tigers put together a good at-bat. It's happened again and again and again. First pitch to Torkelson, swinging a high, slicing foul out of play, well back first base side.
No, you're right about it, Dan. It's happened again and again. I think it's just the cumulative effects of just having tremendous at-bats all the way through the stretch, through this run the last 6 weeks. It's contagious. You want to continue to pass the baton to your brother.
Abreu works third base side to strike 1. Fastball's up. 98. Good take. 1 ball, 1 strike. Greene the runner at second. The outfield is deep. Left fielder, remember, doesn't play very deep because it's so shallow. Dubon's in left. The 1-1. Inside corner. Slider backed up. Perfect pitch. Not where he wanted it. But it's the greatest pitch in baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It absolutely is. There have been pitching coaches that have dedicated years to trying to figure out how to teach it. And no one has mastered it yet. The guy that does is going to have 2 commas in his check. Promise you that.
Greene at second. Keith at first. Torkelson waiting. The 1-2 pitch. Low and away. Crowd groans. 99. But missed. Altuve up the middle at second, keeping an eye on Greene, trying to shorten his lead just a little bit. The 2-2 swing and miss. Again, he missed. That was a hanger over the middle of the plate. Torkelson swung through it. Tigers take the lead on the Meadows home run. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers trying to win this series in Houston with a win today. They got a 1-0 lead. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us.
So what wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches, because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Tiger Milestones brought to you again by Wallside Windows, local and family owned, but celebrating 80 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. Alvarez today is grounded out twice to second. First pitch down and in, misses with the fastball. Tigers have done a nice job against Alvarez several times in the two games, 3 times now, getting him to hit weak ground balls to second base. Spreads out, knees slightly flex, the upper body upright, turns that right shoulder in as he cocks the bat over the left. Fastball misses low and away, 2-0. Sweeney at shortstop, shades up the middle. McKinstry basically playing shortstop, the Tigers' third baseman, shaded way over that way. Outfield plays Alvarez to go the opposite way. The 2-0 pitch. Oh, and inside. Changeup misses, 3-0.
You got to be really careful right here. Your best pitch in your best spot. You know Alvarez is going to be swinging green light right here, 3-0.
3-0 way up and away. If he was going to miss, it wasn't going to be close. Alvarez, remember, has the sprained knee that he's coming back from. He's not a threat to run on the base paths anyway. And now it feels like he's moving even slower. So very much station to station. Alex Bregman has put together the best at-bats the last 2 days. He's at the plate. First pitch. Off the plate away. Ball 1. Brisky knows how to get that ground ball with men on base. 1-0 Tigers in the 6th inning. The 1-0, swinging a line drive to left field. Greene in. He'll make the catch. Bregman just hit it too hard. Another good swing from Alex Bregman.
I tell you what, there's been a little bit of luck involved because Bregman has stung some balls and ended up in Tiger gloves. You know, normally speaking, I would be okay with Alvarez being at first, but not with that guy behind him because he has hit some balls really hard these last couple days.
Rainer Diaz, another tough out. 2 line drives today. 1 an out, 1 a single. Both to right field. First pitch from Brisky. Swing and a miss. Starts him off with a heck of a slider low and away. That was the changeup that he pulled down and away. To strike 1. Swinging a ground ball to third base. McKinstry will scoop it up. Flip down to second 1. Keith relay to first. Tigers turn the double play. Great job, McKinstry to Keith to Torkelson. 5-4-3, inning-ending double play. We head to the 7th, 1-0 Tigers after 6 in Houston on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
You don't like to brag, but you're a pretty impressive person. You're detail-oriented, have a great work ethic, and you're a great communicator. Stop being so modest. Use all your amazing qualities to start a career at UWM. You'll get paid training, growth opportunities, and enjoy our inclusive workplace culture. Of course you don't want to take credit for your awesomeness. That's so you. Apply at uwmjobs.com today. Opportunity lives here.
When you travel, they always say, get a room with a view. And there's no better way to travel than with family. Like the Toyota Truck family. Now through September 30th, get $2,000 custom.
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Boom! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks.
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
Nice throw, Roberts. Safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts. And finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com.
At the pivot by Colt Keith, even though he dropped the ball, getting it out of his glove in the previous inning on a double play ball. Bobby, it really has been an area of, he's just gotten better and better on the pivot.
He sure has. It's been excellent to watch.
McKinstry batting, first pitch low and in. Again, a guy who, not a big strike thrower. Tigers stay disciplined. You can draw a walk. I like the idea of McKinstry working him for a walk to start this inning because you can run on this guy. The 1-0, swinging a line drive on one hop to second base. Backing up the plate on the outfield grass. Abreu or Altuve will field and flip over to Caratini at first. 1 out, 7th inning, 1-0 Tigers on a Parker Meadows home run in the 6th inning. 40,824 for Game 2 of this wild card series. Crowd has been quieted after the Tigers took the lead last inning. Trey Sweeney batting, first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. Ground out in a walk for Sweeney. Also stole a base when he drew that walk. The strike one over the middle of the plate for a called strike 2. Bobby said it's just fastball slider. Bregman is deep and off the line. Shortstop Pena shades up the middle. The outfield plays Sweeney to pull just slightly. Upright, relaxed stance, slightly open. Tucks that right shoulder in those. He cocks the bat over the left. The 0-2. Soft tapper grabbed with a leap by Abreu. He'll underhand it to Caratini at first. That ball gets over his head. Sweeney's on first, but that's a fine play. Pitching staff has had some struggles defensively this year, but not on that play.
Pitchers are athletes, Dan, allegedly.
How often did you say that as a position player?
That just grinded my gears to say that. Wow.
7th inning, brought to you by General RV. Michigan's premier RV dealer for sales, service, and parts. Swinging a foul to the screen, Jackson Jobe. Getting loose in the Tigers bullpen. How about that? A.J. Hinch saw him twice in the final days of the regular season. Swing and a miss. Probably got the scouting report from those who had been watching him all year. Can he handle pressure? That 3-inning outing, I think, told them a lot.
Yeah, you're relying on the makeup of the kid. You're relying on, he's got plenty of stuff. Does he have enough makeup to handle it? They believe he does. That's why he's getting high. It's going to get this next inning.
The 0-2, swing and a miss. Abreu gets Jake Rogers on another slider in the 1-2-3 7th inning for Abreu and the Astros. 7th inning stretch brought to you by DTE. Manage your energy use and save. Go to DTEenergy.com/save energy. 1-0 Tigers at the stretch. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Woo! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
Call Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks!
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
Nice throw, Roberts. Safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts. And finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches, because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else.
Beat seventh inning stretch singing deep in the heart of Texas. 1-0 Tigers, and how about this? 3 years ago, Jackson Jobe, 3.5 years ago, was pitching maybe in a high school championship game. Now he is on the mound protecting a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the seventh inning of a second game of a wild card series.
Might be a few more people here, Dan.
This is incredible. But this is why the Tigers called him up for that last week. He's packing his bags to go home.
Yeah.
After a couple of appearances at Toledo, Tigers wanted to see him. There was 1 inning in his debut that was sensational, and then a 3-inning outing where he did not give up a hit. First pitch fastball almost hits Victor Caratini, and it did. I think it grazed him on the uniform. Jake Rogers actually caught the ball. In that 3-inning outing, he walked the first man he faced, and A.J. Hinch kind of wanted to see how would he react after that. And he reacted quite well. Only a couple of batters reached after that in his 3 innings of work, both on errors. Pena at the plate, swinging in a tap foul. Bobby, it is elite stuff.
Absolutely electric. It's a 4-seam heater. He'll cruise at 97 miles an hour. If you see triple digits, don't be surprised. There's a cutter, change-up, and a sweeper to go with him.
The 0-1 on the inside corner for a called strike 2. He had 2 strikeouts in that 3-inning outing, both on a changeup called third strike. That was a cutter for the called strike on the front door. Pena kind of leans over the plate, tucks that left shoulder in. The 0-2 just missed. Stayed on the inner half of the plate with the sweeper.
That one backed up a little bit. Didn't do a whole lot.
Pena grounded into a double play last time up. Jobe sets the 1-2. Oh, and away. Rogers likes what he sees. Points that glove out. 1-0 Tigers. Leadoff man on here in the 7th inning. Caratini is the runner at first. He is not a force on the base paths. The 2-2, swinging a little pop line to shallow center. It's going to drop. Meadows will field it on a hop. Soft blue. 2 on, nobody out to start the 7th.
That's a good pitch. That was a 4-seam fastball in. He jammed, got all in the kitchen of Jeremy Pena. He just muscled that ball into center field. Jeremy Pena plays shortstop, but he's a big man. Strong enough to get it in the center field on that 98-mile-an-hour fastball in. And Chris Fetter's on his way to the mound with 2 on, nobody out in this situation. 1 to talk strategy, 2 to calm his young right-hander down.
Mauricio Dubon is the batter. Right-hander who hits righties, lefties about the same. He hit 269. Remember how much that is above league average, which was closer to 240 this year. He's got bat-to-ball skills. He is not going to walk. Can Jackson Jobe get him to hit the ball on the ground? Not a great double play candidate because he runs well. Job got a good number of ground ball outs in the minor leagues, mostly at Double-A. The number went up when he went to Triple-A. Tigers looking for the bunt. Dubon squares. Then he takes the bat back. He takes the bunt away. He was going to swing. The pitch is outside, ball one.
Yeah, replay looked like it was on. Torque was going to crash from first base if Dubon stayed square. McKinstry reading at third base.
Shows bunt, pulls it back again, and a miss with the fastball at 98. Big trouble for Jackson Jobe. Holds the glove to his left ear to get the sign from his catcher, Jake Rogers. It's loud. Jobe steps off. Jake Rogers is going to go out to the mound. Jobe's having a tough time hearing. He may ask for a new PitchCon device. This is the one thing pitchers do struggle with when it gets really loud. It's rare that teams actually go to the old-fashioned put the fingers down. It's always the new PitchCon device that has just been delivered out to the mound. This is a jam for Jackson Jobe. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the seventh inning of a 1-0 game. Check some scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studio scoreboard. Brought to you by Meyer. No score, Kansas City and Baltimore. They're just underway. That's quite a matchup. Zach Eflin against Seth Lugo. Kansas City behind Cole Reagans. He was dynamite yesterday. One game, 1-0. Tigers 3-1 winners over the Astros to win game one here yesterday. They have shut out the Astros through 6 today, but a hit batter and a bloop single have Jobe in a jam. Dubon waiting. The 2-0 bunt attempt down the third base line. It's a good one. McKinstry will field. Bobble, no play. Perfect bunt by Dubon. McKinstry was ready for it, but maybe a little too deep. But I'm not even sure he gets him, Bobby, if he doesn't bobble it.
I don't know that he does, and I don't think he was too deep then. That was just an excellent bunt. I will say this, he might have been a little bit late off the ball. He was inside that third base line. It's a replay. They did not have the crash wheel play on. And in that situation, first and second, that bunt has to go down the third base line to make the third baseman field it. They did, and Dubon got down the line. It was an excellent bunt. Bases are packed full of Astros right now.
John Singleton will pinch hit for Chas McCormick. He is their lefty specialist against righties. It's at .230 this year. He'll make you throw him a strike. He can draw a walk to get on base. There's some power in this left-handed bat. And there's some swing and miss as well. First pitch, away, ball one. Sean Gunther getting loose in the Tigers bullpen. Swing and a foul out of play. Poured the fastball in. Singleton spreads out in that left-handed batter's box. Sits down into his stance. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Off speed. Had him way out in front.
1-1 changeup from the kid out there. Love it.
Bases loaded and nobody out. McKinstry right up to the edge of the grass at third. Sweeney up the middle. Middle of the infield, back in at the corners. The 1-2. A little bit low. Pops out of the glove of Jake Rogers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. What do you like here against Singleton? Again, there's swing and miss in this bat.
Yeah, there's plenty of swing and miss in there. He went with the cutter down and in early. Change up away 1-1. Change up again 1-2. Heater up. Give him your best one at the top of the zone. You're going to miss above it.
2-2, swinging a ground ball to first. Diving stop by Torkelson. Throw to the plate, and they couldn't get him. Ball bounced. Rogers couldn't hold on. If he holds on, it's a force at the plate on Caratini. Instead, it's a 1-1 game, and the bases are still loaded with nobody out.
That's an excellent play by Torque. That's the only one he had. Diving to his right. If he tries to get to his feet and fire a strike home, I don't think he gets him. He had to get rid of that ball. Only problem is he short hopped Jake Rogers and trying to keep his foot on the plate and short hop catch that throw. It's a tough ask. Didn't get it done. It runs in. Base is still loaded here.
Gunther loose in the Tigers bullpen. He'll be brought on to get Tucker and Alvarez. Jose Altuve strides to the plate. Tigers have been attacking him off speed early in the count because he's really dangerous early in the count. Everybody in tight. The first pitch swinging a high pop-up down the right field line. That's a long run for Vierling, still going. He'll make the catch in foul territory. Coming home, throw to the plate, not in time. Pena scores. Astros take a 2-1 lead.
Really difficult play for Matt Vierling. He's playing way around in the right center field gap almost. That ball wasn't hit very far down the right field line. He catched it just over foul ground. On a full run, he's got to square himself and deliver the strike home. Made a good throw, but Pena just beat it.
2-1 Astros. Hit batter, bloop. A bunt single, an infield ground ball, and a soft fly ball. That's the 2 runs for Houston. While the Tigers go to their bullpen, now trailing by a run. We'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
This season, Ford's lineup is stepping up to the plate. Lightning is furious on the mound with unmatched intensity. Mavericks unfazed, focus fixed on the possibility of a 400-foot home run. Rangers ready to growl and unleash its power. Meanwhile, F-150 shoulders the weight of Michigan. These guys understand the thrill of...
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us.
So what wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
It's a good thing baseball.
Astros have scratched out 2 here in the 7th. Tucker, tough on lefties, better against righties. Gunther has been dynamite against both righties and lefties. First pitch to Tucker, low and away, ball 1. Want to get this guy because you've got another lefty who's even better against lefties waiting on deck in Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah. Gunther good at getting some ground balls. This would be a wonderful time to hit one right at Colt Keith.
Soft ground ball to Colt Keith. He's going to flip the second one. Sweeney's relay to first. Beautifully turned. Nice call, partner. 4-6-3. Inning-ending double play. Astros score 2. We head to the 8th. 2-1 Houston on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Echo America Bank.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The big moments. The ones that made history.
Go crazy, folks!
The ones that live forever.
You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The ones that became part of the lore of the game.
Got his throw, Roberts, safe.
Happen in the postseason.
Counts, and finally won it all.
Get highlights and analysis of every race all the way through October. Only on MLB Network. Go to findmlbnetwork.com for your channel number.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches, because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
By Josh Hader this year, the big offseason signing. Ryan Presley takes over on the mound. He has been a little more hittable this year, Bobby. This is not necessarily the shutdown guy that we've seen in past years.
No, you're right about that. Numbers off just a touch, still really good. Four-seam fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, and a sinker.
Top of the order, Meadows, Carpenter, Vierling. Tigers scored 6 runs off him in 6 2/3 the last 2 years. First pitch to Parker Meadows, a strike. Lefties and righties have hit him for average. Righties actually had the edge in the power department. Meadows swings and misses at a changeup. No balls, 2 strikes. Bregman basically where the hole would normally be between short and third with Pena up the middle. The outfield plays Meadows to pull. Homered back in the 6th to give the Tigers a lead. Breaking ball called, 3rd strike, frozen.
That's a good pitch by Presley right there. Sinker, changeup, softened him up, then threw the big bender in there. And locked Parker Meadows up on that one.
Brings up Kerry Carpenter. You're thinking one swing of the bat. Presley just does not really give up home runs. 4 is all he has allowed in his 56 innings this year. Allowed 8 last year in 65 innings. Walk rate right around 3 per 9. Strikeout an inning. The 1-0. A little bit low. The good hitters count for Kerry Carpenter. Just feel like with the at-bats we've been watching from Carpenter, he can hit all kinds of different pitching. They've been spinning him, feeding him off speed in his at-bats today.
Yeah, they've been spinning him. They've been also showing him upstairs. He'll chase that thing upstairs. If you got to zero it in, you cut off the top part or the bottom part of the zone. You can't try to cover everything.
The 2-0 swinging a line drive to the gap in center field. That's going to be caught on one hop by McCormick. Deep single with the outfield deep in a no doubles look. Carpenter singles to center field. 1 on, 1 out, 8th inning. Tigers trailing by a run, 2-1 Houston, trying to even up this series. Tigers trying to win it today and head on to the division series.
It's a good piece of hitting by Kerry Carpenter. He got a breaking ball that was in the middle of the plate. Didn't try to do too much with it. Hit it hard. There weren't no doubles, might be in the gap, but he's on it first.
Righties have hit 277 against Presley this year with extra base power. Ground ball up the middle and pass to diving Altuve into center field, and that means Carpenter scoots over to third. Matt Vierling battles. He had struck out his first 3 times today. Sharp single past Altuve Runners at the corners and 1 out for Riley Greene.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job early on, Hunter Brown, that is, of crowding Matt Vierling. Vierling likes to hit the ball hard the other way. He gets something away from him right there, forcing fastball at 96 and shoots it right past Jose Altuve. Kerry Carpenter first to third. Tigers in business here with 1 out.
Greene, a strikeout, a line out, and a walk today. What's his approach in this at-bat against Presley, Bobby?
Same kind of thing. Just get something you can handle. You know, they like to spend breaking balls to Riley down. So he's got to get something he can hit hard, keep it off the ground. Obviously, they're up a run. They're going to play probably double play depth here. Get something you like up. And if you're going to miss in the air to the outfield so you can get the tying run to score on a sac fly.
Presley does not give up many balls hit in the air. He is a pretty steady ground ball guy. Almost half the balls put in play. He will give up line drives, though. First pitch to Greene. Swing and a tap foul. He starts him off with the curveball.
And every hitter's different. Every hitter has different balls that they can get in the air. For Riley Greene, Riley likes the ball down a little bit, so it's not necessarily a bad thing for him to get something he likes down as long as he can get it up.
Bregman's in tight. Pena up the middle. Pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Diaz coming home. Carpenter, and he will score. That ball went off the screen. Tigers have tied it at 2, and they've got a runner in scoring position with 1 out here in the 8th.
The wild pitch works too. By any means necessary in October. That was a slider that was down.
Wow, did that ball take off?
Diaz, I don't know if it hit the plate or it just came up off the dirt, but that thing jumped right over Diaz's head into the screen.
2-2 game in the 8th. Now Pena trying to shorten the lead of Vierling at second base. The 1-1. Backdoor with the curveball for a called strike 2. 0 for 2 for Greene today. Again, a good swing in the 4th inning against Hunter Brown, who was dominant today. Walked his last time up. Presley works extreme first base side of the rubber. Sets, checks Vierling at second, the 1-2. Fastball 96 down below the knees. Presley now 35 years old. Started with Minnesota. He's been with Houston now for 7 years. Single, wild pitch. Tigers trying to take the lead. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Tight slider under the bat.
That's just a good pitch. Looks like a fastball in for the longest time. 89 miles an hour. Gets right to the plate, right to the hitting zone. Riley goes to pull the trigger and it disappears under his bat.
Two outs. That leads it up to Keith. Cole Keith has grounded out, struck out, and walked today. Walked twice yesterday. First pitch. A little bit low. Let's pause for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Keith on top of the plate. 1-0. Check swing. Did he go? Appealed to third. He did not. Great tradition in this wild card series. Third base umpires on an appeal saying nope, he did not go. Bregman deep and off the line at third. Pena really tucking in behind Vierling to shorten that lead. Matt Vierling, one of the Tiger better base runners. The 2-0. Oh, and outside. 3-0. Torkelson waiting on deck.
Turn him loose right here. Let him hit.
Pena backs up. Vierling takes his lead. The 3-0 pitch, swing and a miss. He did get the green light, and he got the curveball.
It's all right. Like the swing. 3-0. See one you like? It's a curveball, so what? 3-1. You're still in the driver's seat.
Pena right behind Vierling. Single, though, almost surely scores him. The outfield normal depth, the 3-1. In the dirt, he walked him. Fourth walk that Keith has drawn the last 2 days.
And that good discipline is why you turn him loose 3-0. And yeah, it was a breaking ball he got. It was down. He swung through it, but that's okay. Like
Joe Espada is coming out to take out Presley. Josh Hader is coming in. And while the Astros make the change, 2-2 game in the 8th with 2 on and 2 outs. We'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
This season, Ford's lineup is stepping up to the plate. Lightning is furious on the mound with...
Did you know that for the first time, you can get 24/7 access to live MLB Network programming through the MLB apps?
Woo! How fun is this show?
Now you can stream live MLB Network shows like MLB Tonight, MLB Now, Intentional Talk, and Off Base, along with out-of-market MLB Network showcase games.
And that one's gonna go. Corey Seager says, remember me.
Go to MLB.com/network today to get unlimited access to the best baseball has to offer. MLB Network.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us.
So what wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
Step up to the plate and revolutionize.
Closer Josh Hader takes over on the mound in the 8th inning with 2 on 2 outs, a run in, a 2-2 game. Torkelson at the plate. This lefty, he'll give up some hits. He dominates lefties. Righties have only hit 180, but it's 180 with some power. Torque is 0 for 3 today. A couple of punch outs, a ground ball, reached on an error. The first pitch from Hader. Inside, ball 1. Crowd getting a little restless. Astros just scored 2, and this place was jumping. Now quieted by the Tigers scoring a run, the 1-0. Low and in, trying to get him to bite on that slider at the back foot, 2-0.
Yeah, 2 good takes right there for Torkelson. They're going to try to bust him in with the sinker and then throw that slider off of it back foot. Get something up and away from you, Torque. Get those sight lines out there. Put a good swing on this ball.
Hader's cut his walk rate this year. Still tons of swing and miss when he's on the mound. The 2-0 pitch. Way inside. Almost clipped the uniform. 3-0. McKinstry waiting on deck. It's a really, really tough at-bat for a lefty, you would think. AJ has options on the bench. The 3-0. Up and in and on 4 pitches. Torkelson draws a walk. The bases are loaded. McKinstry will be called back for you-know-who. Andy Ibanez. Bobby, let's talk about Andy Ibanez against lefties. 7 for 60 against lefties in the second half, but I felt like we were seeing better at-bats against lefties the last couple of weeks.
Absolutely, they were much better. He got back into the middle of the field, and again, we talk about that a lot, but your approach has to be in the middle of the field unless you're just sitting on something in and you know you're going to get it. He was spinning off balls, a lot of weak contact to third base or a lot of pop-ups to the right side of the diamond. That's a sure sign that if a guy is trying to pull the baseball, that you're just not making good contact. When you see guys hitting our balls hard up the middle, hard to shortstop, hard to second base, they're much better at bats.
We saw him in the game yesterday with a deep fly ball to center and a line drive double to right. We're getting back to that good approach, it looks like. Josh Miller out to the mound, the pitching coach for the Astros. Bases are loaded. Tigers trying to take the lead in the 8th inning. First pitch to Ibanez, swinging a long foul fly. Oh, he got a 97-mile-an-hour sinker. He was on it. Pulled it way foul.
He's going to be ready. Andy going to be ready.
Woo-wee.
I think the ball was in flight when Torkelson was walking before Andy Ibanez popped out of the dugout. It wasn't even to the glove yet. He was ready for him.
Bases loaded, 2-2 game, the strike one. Swing and a pop-up foul and out of play. Well back, first base side, no balls, 2 strikes.
That's one he wanted to hit right there.
Yep.
That was a sinker at 97, outer third. That was not where Josh Hader wanted that pitch. Andy couldn't square him up. He's in a hole 0-2 right now.
Really good bat-to-ball skills. See if he can at least get this one in play. Find a hole. Hader sets the 0-2. Go! Outside. Not by much. Meerling the runner at third. Keith at second. Torkelson at first, all itching to come home. The 1-2 swing and a pop-up foul. He took a rip.
Yeah, he did. Good
at a
swing.
97-mile-an-hour fastball. I feel like these are much better swings.
These are way better swings than we've seen Andy Ibanez have down the stretch here. Again, a couple hits yesterday.
Hader works third base side. Places that right foot in front of the left when he sets. The 1-2 swinging a line drive down the left field line. Hooking for the corner. Air ball up against the wall. Meerling is in. Torkelson is in. They're waving him home. Torkelson around third. He will score. Albanez ends up on third. It's a 3-run double, and the Tigers take a 5-2 lead in the 8th.
Uh-oh, mama. Here come that man again. 77 is back. You put a lefty out there, you're going to get got. Andy Ibanez gets a sinker up, smashes it in the left field corner. All 3 runs score.
Look at that dugout, Bobby.
Those boys are going crazy in that third base dugout. That's what I'm talking about, Andy.
This crowd is in stunned disbelief. Hader gets to 2 strikes, and they're on their feet, thinking the at-bat is going to be over. And Ibanez delivers the strike one, swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Sweeney. 5-2 Tigers with a 4-run 8th. Incredible. The 0-2 swing and a foul out of play. Well back, third base side. Bases clearing. 2. A double into the left field corner, goes to third on the throw. Keith gets waved home. Torkelson right behind him. The 0-2, swinging a fly ball, left field, not deep. Well, Dubon in, now back. He's backpedaling some more, and he makes the catch, jumping up against the wall. He did not read that off the bat. Made a nice catch in the end. Andy Ibanez with 2 outs and the bases loaded, clears the bases. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers trying to make it 2 straight over the Astros. They've got a 5-2 lead. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
When you trap...
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us.
So what wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches. Because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Andy Ibanez, the bases clearing double into the left field corner. 2 outs in the 8th, capped a 4-run inning. Gunther facing Alvarez. First pitch fastball has him jumping out of the way. It's just ball 1. Ibanez stays in the game. He's at third base. Sweeney at short. Keith at second. Torkelson at first. How about the reaction of that dugout, Bobby, after the double?
Goodness. Kidding me?
Wow. Alvarez waiting the 1-0. Beauty of a slider in the middle of the plate for a called strike 1. Still Greene in left, Meadows in center, Vierling in right. They play Alvarez to go the opposite way. The 1-1, swinging a ground ball, chopped to second, backing up to play the big hop. Keith will field and flip to Torkelson. A perfect strike, 1 up, 1 down, 8th inning. 7th inning today was brought to you by General RV, Michigan's premier RV dealer for sales, service, and parts. 8th inning today is brought to you by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Alex Bregman, great at-bats in the 2 games, takes first pitch slider down and in, ball 1. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. Splitter down in the dirt, 2-0 on Bregman. Hardest working player, brought to you by Carhartt. Every game proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball and all the hardworking people who make it possible. Is there any more difficult job than coming off the bench and pinch hitting? Up and away, 3-0 on Bregman. This goes to Andy Ibanez for coming off the bench and driving the double into the corner off of pitcher Josh Hader, who had limited righties to a 188 average, but as we said, with some power. 3-0, strike. Fastball inner half of the plate, 3-1. Yanner Diaz waiting on deck.
It's not like he's coming off the bench just facing some regular dude. That Hader guy's pretty good.
The 3-1, outer half of the plate. Sinker at 89 gets the called strike. Gunther had good numbers down at AAA. Righties did have the edge, but he has been so good against righties and lefties. The 3-2, swinging the ground ball to third, backing up to play the hop. Ibanez, nice job. Gloves it off to the left, flips it to Torkelson. 2 up, 2 down, 8th inning. 5-2 Tigers. If Gunther can get Diaz to win the 8th, you're facing the bottom part of the order in the 9th. 6, 7, 8 hitters. Tiger bullpen right now. Will Vest is up and throwing. Diaz batting, first pitch, fastball just off the plate inside. Check scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studio scoreboard. Kansas City 1-0 over Baltimore in Baltimore. Game's early, ground ball to short, charging backhanding, nice play. Sweeney throws on the run, pulls Torkelson, but Torkelson will tag Diaz. 1-2-3, 8th inning for Sean Gunther. He's been tremendous. We head to the 9th. Tigers 3 outs away from moving on to the division series. They've got a 5-2 lead after 8 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
The 2024 F-150 is built Ford tough and proud to be the official.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us.
So what wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because Major League Baseball wants to hear from fans like you. Join MLB's Fans at Bat community and share your thoughts and opinions on topics such as new game rules, in-stadium experiences, and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Step up to the plate and revolutionize your baseball viewing experience with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Immerse yourself in the game through the power of spatial computing and enjoy a dynamic, customized broadcast experience on your headset. Bring every play to life with live pitch data, batter stats, and a mini field where you can track player movement and follow the trajectory of each hit. Follow your favorite players, teams, and rivalries from a new point of view with the MLB app for Apple Vision Pro. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
The challenge, their response is always the same. We can 4-run, 8th inning off Presley and Hader. Think about how that inning started. Jake Rogers batting, first pitch, slider on the back door for a called strike one. Carpenter and Vierling with singles to put runners at the corners, and Bobby, the wild pitch was like, it seemed like that was the big pitch of the inning. Jake Rogers, fly ball into left, line drive, diving, Dubon won't make the play, it bounces in front of him, and Jake Rogers will hold after a big turn at first, sinking line drive, and it just didn't look like Dubon got a good read on it.
No, he almost zooed that one from Trey Sweeney in the last inning. He's not, just like he's not getting a good read out there in left field. He's a good defender, literally all over the diamond, but he struggled the last two balls off the bat his way.
It's an odd afternoon view for outfielders. Parker Meadows trying to bunt his way on, bunts it foul because it's a big glass wall. When the roof is closed, the big glass wall goes from to the left of the left field foul pole all the way out to center, 100 and 200, 300 glass panels. But then it creates some odd shadows for outfielders. So you've got actual sunshine from left field in a small rectangle out to center field. Parker Meadows shows bunt, pulls the bat back. He's been working on this. 1 ball, 1 strike, and right now Dubon is standing in the shadows and sunshine created by the left field glass wall. Don't know if that's affecting him or not. It shouldn't. This is home field. The 1-1. Meadows shows bunt again. Not going to give it up. Pulls the bat back. Ball 2.
This is a difficult pitcher to bunt off of. For the same reason he's a difficult pitcher to get a hit off of. Those arm angles are just different. You don't really see them that often left on left like this.
2-1. Bunt to third base. Bregman will go to second, and they will get Rogers. But I like that, Bobby, because you now swapped Rogers for Meadows.
Yep.
Meadows for Rogers. And it's a lefty who just doesn't give up hits to lefties. So they knew that they might get the force at second base, but again, Parker Meadows is now at first.
Yeah, just bunted it too hard at Bregman. He was all over him. Good aggressive play to get Jake Rogers at second. I would try to take off if I'm Parker Meadows here early in the count. He's the 4th run. This is an important run. You get that 4th run across, the grand slam doesn't beat you.
Justin Henry Malloy takes a rip at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Foul tips it to the glove of the catcher Diaz. Hitter does a pretty good job paying attention to the running game. He has most of his career. He has allowed 5 steals this year, which means if you can read his move, there is an opportunity. Meadows takes off, throw down to second base, and they will get him. He was picked off first, thought he'd read the move. Hader threw over, tried to create a running lane and block the throw, but Caratini got the throw around him, and he's an easy out at second base. So base is empty, 2 outs for Justin Henry Malloy. 5-2 Tigers in the 9th.
I like it, though.
I do, too.
I like it. Scared money don't make no money. You got to be able to take some risks sometimes. This is a good opportunity. You're up through. You're trying to force that fourth run into scoring position. Didn't work out.
Malloy swings, fouls it back. Riding fastball up. No balls, 2 strikes. So it's a caught stealing. Pitcher caught stealing. 1-3-4 on the put out. The 0-2, high and tight. Justin Henry Malloy, kind of a surprise, I think, to some anyway. I thought the Tigers would go with 14 position players, but it was really a hard call to make.
Yeah.
And it felt like he would be kind of the odd man out if they went to 13-13, but they stayed 14-12. And he had a couple of good at-bats in the game yesterday.
He did.
Walking a single, the 1-2, swinging a line drive, base hit into left. Slider was up, and Justin Henry Malloy was on it.
And this is why you make that call. You've got 3 lefties in this Astro bullpen. You know you're going to get Fromber. There's going to be at-bats late into games off of guys like Hader and the other 2 lefties in the bullpen, and you started them yesterday. That's why he's on this postseason roster for the time being in this particular series.
Quality of the at-bats. We've talked about it throughout the year. We saw it the other day at home with Tyler Alexander on the mound. A little bit low. We talked about it then. Earlier in this season, past years, guy shuts out the Tigers through 5 like Tyler Alexander did or like Hunter Brown did today. It wasn't game over, but it was, it was kind of game over. Pitch up and away, 2-0 on Fearling.
Yes, but no.
But it's been very different the last 2 months.
It absolutely has.
And really throughout the year, but especially the last 2 months with the way the Tigers, we say it a lot, but they do. They keep grinding their at-bats, battling in their at-bats, stay true to their approach, and come up with big at-bats late. You said it, I think, when we were in Kansas City. You don't put together good at-bats late unless you have been paying attention and really focused on every single at-bat, and you don't give a single at-bat away early.
Not a single at-bat, not a single pitch ever. You don't just flip the switch in the 7th. All right, boys, let's put some good at-bats together. It doesn't work that way.
3-0 to Fearling is on the inside corner for a called strike, 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
Each and every day you compete, it's got to happen from pitch 1. That's what these guys have done. Not just during this run, but before, too. But you've seen it really come to fruition in these last 2 months.
Now the 3-1, way up and away, off the glove of Diaz, back to the screen. It's ball 4. Fearling will trot down to first. A couple of men on, and Riley Greene has a chance to add on. He doubled off Josh Hader in the game yesterday. Deep down the line, Josh Miller, the pitching coach, is going to go out. Tigers trying to add to a 5-2 lead in the 9th inning. Final line is brought to you every game by Figer Law. The final line in this game is the final line for the entire pitching staff. Because it was a bullpen day. We thought maybe, I did anyway, that Reese Olson might be a bulk guy, quote unquote, or a guy who might work 2 or 3 innings, but it was Holton, Hannafy, Herter, Brisky, Job, and Gunther. Their combined line against the Houston offense that's been really good, especially in their home ballpark this year, presenting a lot of threats with righties and lefties. 2 runs on 5 hits in 8 innings so far, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. That is our final line today through 8. Riley Greene takes first pitch fastball away, ball 1. 3 base runners the first 5 innings. And now a whole bunch of base runners. 11 the last 4 innings. 1-0 down and away. 16 base runners yesterday. A Houston team that was pitching almost, not quite, but almost as well as this Tigers team has pitched since the All-Star break. The 2-0. On the outside corner, fastball gets the call. Close enough. It was on the outside edge. Greene is 0 for 3 today. Good swing in his second at-bat. Lined out. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Chased. What would have been ball 3, but that's not an easy pitch to lay off. Hader works up there a lot very effectively.
Yeah, he does. Even though it's a sinking fastball, again, like you said, Dan, he throws it up in the zone very effectively. Hitters just don't get a good look at his pitches more often than not, especially left-handers.
Malloy at second, Vierling in first. The 2-2 is swinging a pop-up foul. That will get out of play. Third base side, well back. Tigers making Josh Hader work. He had some good at-bats yesterday, but 33 pitches now for Josh Hader since he came on to get the last out of the 8th inning. Tigers are down 2-1. They've just given up 2. Houston kind of scratched out 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Single, wild pitch, and with 2 outs, walk, Ibanez, bases clearing, bases loaded, double. The 2-2. Oh, and away. What a good at-bat for Riley Greene.
Riley in there grinding again, not giving away a single pitch. He's in every one of these. Good eye right there on the 2-2.
Longest outing of the year for Josh Hader. 34 pitches. The 3-2. Runners go. Swinging a high fly ball. Center field. McCormick has it in range. He'll go to his right to make the catch. Deep fly ball out. Tigers threaten. Do not score in the 9th inning. But they've got the lead as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. 3 outs away from advancing to the division series. This is the home.
Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers are changing the
bottom of the 9th inning, 3 outs away from advancing to the division series. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
See content. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Calling all baseball fans, want to help shape the game you love? Then it's time to step up to the plate because experiences and upcoming MLB content. Plus, learn how your feedback helps shape the future of baseball. Raise your voice and show your passion. Sign up today at MLB.com/fansatbat. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Heat. Nice to have you with us.
So what wins in tournament baseball? Let's do a little digging in. Let's bring in JP Morosi covering the NLCS.
Robert, good evening. What an amazing story. And we welcome you to MLB Tonight from the World Series. Who's the next hero going to be?
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's postseason coverage on any device.
It's a good thing baseballs already have stitches, because the way these ball players are hitting them, yeah, they need stitches if they didn't already have them. So the next time you're watching a poor little baseball smacked off the wall in center, keep that little fella in your thoughts. It's hard to be a baseball right now. Baseball is something else. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
That's familiar face up that Tiger bullpen. It's a 4-seam and 2-seam fastball. Those are 4-seamer about half the time. Slider and changeup are his off-speed offense.
Victor Caratini, switch hitter, takes first pitch. Fastball 95 at the knees, strike 1. He's feeling so confident with that fastball right now. The strike 1, swing and a foul, he'll do that. That's kind of center of the plate, but it's not because it's 97 with life.
Yes, it is.
He is pitching off that pitch. It's been his best offering. Got a changeup he'll throw occasionally. Right now, Bobby, it's just rear back and fire.
He is throwing attitude heaters right now. He's been for the last few weeks.
0-2, high and away. Missed with 98. Velocity ticked up to 97. Felt like a couple of months into the season, and then it's been steady 97 and up to 98. Great finish again. The 1-2. Got him! Fastball 98 at the knees. Strikeout to start the 9th inning. 5-2 Tigers. 1 out in the 9th.
That's 98 inside black, and Caratini couldn't even pull the trigger. Just looked back, and the ball was in Jake Rogers' glove on the way down to third base.
Jeremy Pena swings. It's a fly ball deep to center field. Going back, Parker Meadows still going. He'll have room. He jumps up, makes the catch. Up against the fence in center. Meadows again. Robbery of an extra base hit. 2 outs in the ninth.
It's getting a little bit ridiculous, Dan. If you hit something hard, you better not hit it to center field or else Parker Meadows is going to catch it. He absolutely got on his horse. Pena smashes that ball to center field, turns and looks at the fence, picks up the ball once again, and leaps and catches the baseball as he's smashing into the fence.
2 outs in the ninth. Fly ball out the bat of Mauricio Dubon. Deep and fouled on the right field line. 5-2 Tigers. Bottom of the ninth. 4-run, 8th inning. Rallied the Tigers against the 2 best relievers in that Houston Astros bullpen from a 2-1 deficit. Ground ball softly to second. Keith will charge. Field and flip. Tigers win. They're moving on. They pour out of the dugout and mob each other behind the pitcher's mound. What a moment in Houston. The Tigers come in, beat a Houston Astros team playoff tested with a roster that included 1 player with playoff experience. They win 3-1 in Game 1 and shut down the Astros' powerful offense. A 4-run rally in Game 2 and a 5-2 win. Oh, my goodness, the Tigers are headed to Cleveland.
They need some playoff experience, don't they? They don't have enough experience. They don't know any better. They're too young. Yeah, right. Tell these guys that. Tell these cardiac cats they can't do it, because they just did.
Another late rally. Big plays all over the place through the game, taking advantage of a mistake on the other side. Whatever it might be, the Tigers do it again and again and again. And they are going on to the Division Series, a team that had made it to the American League Championship Series or beyond for 7 straight years. The Houston Astros had been eliminated in the first round. The Tigers sweep 2 out of 3 in the wild card. They take the first 2. They're moving on to Cleveland. Our final score. We've got a lot coming up on the postgame. The Tigers 5 and the Houston Astros 2.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunities